get myself in, because he's doing the same thing they doing.
Oh, yo. Thank you, because bro, you're doing it right now.
Yeah,
you're bringing up a battle from 4 months ago.
Yeah,
and you put it on Instagram.
Yeah,
banana down. Bro came back amputated and everything.
Yeah.
The man's like, you know what you should
my
do, right? He goes, you know what you should do? It's like, buddy, I just went to war.
bro. You know what you should do? That's what I would be.
You should pay some respect.
I'll tell you now.
Yeah,
older heads are mad hypocritical.
Very much so.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm just one of the objective ones.
Very much so.
But we let a lot of shit pass and then get mad at Chromazz for doing the same that we let pass. So why the Belly can say nigga, but Chromazz can't?
But he got stopped and he stopped and he had to sit. He had to just sit his fucking Palestinian down.
Yeah, but he's Palestinian. He has no in. He said, no, I can because I'm from the hood. That don't. 2024 moving to 2025. I'm not taking that excuse anymore. Just because you come from around a bunch of mandem who say, and we all came up in poverty, doesn't still give you the fucking pass, bro.
We love hip hop.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 2 1 2.
Give it a lean down so you don't have to.
You don't know.
Quick thing. Did you guys see, or I heard something about Instagram?
What do you mean?
They're saying now that if you add music to the reels or like your videos or whatever,
yeah,
they'll push you higher in the algorithm.
Like tagged audio or just any type of music?
Like the tagged audio.
Oh, tagged audio.
Like, you know, the different choices that you can go into the music part, like the little music icon, that type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, remember once upon a time, they were saying that pictures, they were giving more incentive to people who were posting reels than just a regular pic.
Mm-hmm. And
then pics started becoming a thing of the past. And then you just started seeing bare videos and everybody just posting reels. More than even just videos, reels.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Right? That's because Instagram was incentivizing users to use reels and you'll get more traction from just posting your picture.
Yeah.
But now you can use a reel and you're not going to get as much traction as if you add some music to the bottom of that shit.
Yeah, I've noticed that. And I heard about that. I heard Facebook too get more out like monetization, like the monetization for Facebook Live or something like that is kicked into play too.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
They're monetizing on Facebook, but for people who upload their videos and stuff like that, like when people upload their content, like I upload the podcast to Facebook.
I know.
You know what I'm
I know.
saying?
I get the alerts and I repost.
I just don't. I'm not as diligent on it as I should, because if you get a viral video on Facebook, you can make, I think, more money than YouTube.
But doesn't it coincide with Instagram?
How come we haven't?
I don't know.
But isn't it like
killing me?
Isn't it like what your plays on Instagram are also counted as like Facebook plays, right?
Yes, because remember they're all together.
Yeah.
And also remember Universal, we were talking about this on the pod the other day. Universal did a deal with Meta or Facebook or whatever, so that now artists are getting paid from the music. Like one of the songs we're going to talk about in a minute, the J.COLE song, he dropped on Instagram. He didn't drop it on the DSPs.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
He put it on his Instagram page. So I don't know, man.
Yo, that is where I hear most of my new music first, is Instagram or TikTok. Like you're just scrolling and you'll hear a track and you'll be like, yo, that's a sick track.
But is that where you consume it, or do you go to a YouTube or something?
Usually
after to go
YouTube or
listen to it?
Spotify,
Yeah. Now they're making it where like you can just stay on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So if you hear a song on the gram now, yeah. If you use music in your post, you're gonna be getting more traction. Just a little lesson to the people out there, or some game. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Let's start this shit off, man.
Let's go.
Let's start this shit off.
Yeah. The remix to this. I have a feeling. I have a big feeling this song.
That'd be insane.
There's a big surprise coming for us in 2025.
Man.
Imagine that drop at the Super Bowl and then they have the like when
And they're all over, like arms over each other. Friends.
Or they come out in like superhero suits.
Oh,
like, yo, on them and as big as a what?
Mans are flying in on wires.
Yeah.
I think we got the wishful thinking podcast. We have to change the name.
Sorry.
The manifestation pod.
Yeah.
They're all friends podcast.
Hey.
Oh man, let's get into it, man. We are Buck is the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most toast Friday, Ricky Tread, aka Big as the Super Bowl.
Big as the what?
Big as the what?
Big as the who?
We back at it, episode 412, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. Yeah, 512, 412, 512. I'm there pushing the numbers back. 512, B3 Studio. Back over here from, out in the forest, lumberjacking. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about me?
Yeah.
Definitely
I looked at you. 'Cause this time we switched up.
Yeah. But I was like, is he gonna introduce me first because I'm sitting here, or is he gonna keep it kosher?
Lumberjack, Jack.
Chopping down some firewood, for the winter.
Don't know.
We have Dusty Wallace in the motherfucking building.
Yep. Give me some tennis claps. Tennis claps, people. Gratitude. Thank you for having me, Friday. Thank you.
Salute.
How are you guys?
We good, man.
Good.
We're good.
Nice.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm just, dealing with it.
You're in the cut.
I'm in the cut.
Okay. And back over here, looking like he's ready to go on the drill.
A wedding drill.
I think I might have seen him on CP24 in a carjacking scene or something like that.
Shout out DS13, guys. Sickest too.
Shout out
Salute to that
DS.
big DS13. DJs are in the motherfucking building. with
Yes,
the
sir.
air
Yes, sir. DJs are, aka Young Shawarma, aka the Muzzy,
The
back at it like
Muzzy.
a crack addict. How's it going, boys?
We're going good.
We
man.
aight,
We're
we
going
aight.
good. We're going good. Like I said, episode 512. Back at it. Before we get into it, big salute to the sponsors. You know what I'm saying? Big salute to Diamond Club. That's the sign that you see right above over here. Okay, some of the finest loud in the GTA.
Yeah, man.
All right. If you need some delivery of some of that loud in the GTA and across Canada, hit them up on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada. And you could also find them on the 7 Days of Weed website. Use the code We Love Hip Hop and get yourself a little discount. You heard me?
Yeah, man.
Also, if you need some of that blem, there's some on the table, courtesy of Steamin' Hot Grabber. Okay, some grabber shakers. You can get the grabber where you could just pluck it yourself and do what you gotta do. All right. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabber, and you could also use the code We Love Hip Hop. Also, if you all want some loud from the Ottawa area, for all my people in Ottawa, okay, hit up Only Loud. Okay, they got some of the most exclusive brands underneath their umbrella. Okay, and they got delivery across Canada as well. Hit them up on their Instagram page. Only Loud Canada, and you could also find them on Snapchat, onlyloud.ca. And the clothing that the Mandem are wearing. Courtesy of DS13.
Yeah, man.
Go check out the Creep store over at 363 Spadina Avenue. Okay, if you all want to get some of that exclusive merch as well, go up on their website. Go check out the catalog, creeps.love. All right. Big salute to the
Big salute.
You know what I'm saying?
Big salute.
Big salute. Gentlemen, how has y'all weeks been before we get into our topics?
Wholesome.
You staying out of trouble,
Just kind of.
Clean heart?
Yeah, for sure. Clean heart. I'm walking the earth with a clean heart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding doors for babies and old ladies. You know what I mean?
Helping with the old ladies across the street.
Yeah,
and shit.
dog. I'm doing it all. man. So,
Nice.
being one, praise be to God. I'm here to see another day.
Yes,
That's the most important thing for me.
Good.
How about you?
Me, I've been busy, man. On the live trail, you know what I'm saying? Had a very, very dope conversation with Honcho Hoodlum that we
I
we
like
dropped
that.
quick fast.
Shout
you
out
know what I'm saying?
Honcho.
Oh, like I can't even talk like how niggas are talking because that's not how fucking niggas talk. You know what I mean?
It's true, bro.
And that's what it is. And then niggas are making songs about foolish. That's a foolish song like that.
Yo,
Shout out
salute to
Honcho. Shout out Honcho, man. You gotta
saying?
come down and sit with us, man. Sit with me too.
Yeah, man. Honcho is like a regular over here on the
Yeah,
networks. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
We always need to get his point of view on what's going on in the scene.
Can I say
Like
this?
yeah, for sure.
He's like, you're boozy.
Is he the Toronto boozy?
He might be.
Yeah. He's your boozy. He's
Yeah.
your boozy.
Because
Shout
when
out
he
to
says
Huncho.
things, it travels.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, what I realized, because he also, Wave and Muzzy, we had him too.
Yes,
That
yes.
same day we recorded in this room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what
We're back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eh?
What I learned about him, and I think why he has this credibility online, is like he's really gone through it. Like he's gone through everything you need to go through in order to like be about that life truly. It's not just about like trying to be that type of person to be cool. It's like, nah, like you had to be this person. You had to go through this stuff. You took L's, you took W's, and that's why he's respected, you know? So yeah, man, he gave us a great interview too. We're going to drop that soon.
Great.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
I welcome him. I welcome him
Yeah.
over here at the We Love Hip Hop. I welcome him a lot. So you know what I mean. It's good to have him there.
Big up.
It's good additive.
Yeah, man.
Love it.
Man. Been busy, man, and always staying
I
busy.
see that
Yes,
infinite.
sir.
Oh, infinite interview on the way too. You know what I'm saying? I'm back at it, man. I'm just trying to stack up some good shit for the fourth quarter. We're getting into it's almost November now. You know what I'm saying? So we got to end strong for the year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Zara, what about you? What's your week been like before we get into our topics?
We did a music video, me and Wave,
Okay.
for one of our songs. We're just finalizing the album. Weddings, no bar mitzvahs. I've actually never DJ'd a bar mitzvah in my life, so I just want to dispel those rumors by Dusty Wallace.
Come on.
When I'm not here, he's like, yeah, he's working a bar mitzvah.
He
I'm like,
would have
buddy,
got the job for sure if you just.
I'm open to it, bro.
But
Like,
now I'm not gonna take you. I have no experience in a bar mitzvah, Gretchen.
it's true, I don't.
You need.
I don't know the tunes they're trying to hear. Like, you know, it's like going to a dance hall party and you don't know the tunes you have to play. You know, they do not.
Crazy.
You know, you're getting.
That
You know what
would
I'm
be
saying?
crazy. Hey.
Playing Bear Shabba Ranks or no, Simply Red. Dance floor cleared.
I'm playing Murder She Wrote because I thought that's what
Was it
dance
still?
hall people listen to. That's a great song, isn't it?
You could.
You could, but like, nah.
Yeah.
No, but
you gotta
bar
play
mitzvahs.
songs that aren't too mainstream. I feel like with dance hall crowds, you gotta play the songs that they're like,
Gunman tune,
yeah,
Batman tune,
yeah,
you know, gal tune,
yeah.
but are like, you know, from the island.
Yeah, like real, not super mainstream. You might be able to get away with a Sean Paul here and there, but even that you don't want to rely on too much, you know.
Nah.
So you got the video out, or no? The video's not out yet.
No, not yet. No, we're gonna release it once we have the album released on DSPs. Then we'll have that as a promo track, and then we're working on more videos. So yeah, let's see where it goes. Hopefully, the audience checks it out. Fanatical Adventures of the Wave.
That's
and the
what I was
Muzzy.
just gonna ask you. Plug that name again.
Yeah,
Yo.
it's kind of hard to say. The Fanatical Adventures of the Wave and the Muzzy.
The Fanatical Adventures of the Wave and the Muzzy. Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, you can't. Wave thought of that name. I'm not gonna lie. And I was like, all right, cool,
it reminds
you
me
know?
of a Outkast album.
Yeah.
The title. What was their title? Too.
Southern Playlist, the Cadillac Funky Music.
You guys are on the
Wow.
right. You guys are on the right line of
Yeah.
things. Like that's cool shit to me.
Yeah,
When I can compare it to something, but it's not biting.
Yeah.
You might have me as an average. Like
Yo, I'll send you the album. I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
an
You're gonna have me as a
exclusive
listener. I'll post. You know me, man. I'll be.
Let's go.
I support the most.
No, I
do
mess with it, man. Well, welcome back, gang. You know what I'm saying? We got a long list of topics here. If y'all can see here on the screen here, I want to start with the boy J.COLE because that's been the talk all over the internet. J.COLE dropped a tune, and what's the name of the tune now? Port on Antonio. He dropped it on YouTube, on Instagram. I'm gonna go on YouTube and see if I can find it on YouTube so we could do like a pause and
Like
you know
a
what I mean?
reaction.
Yeah, because that's the thing when we were talking about earlier and before we started this shit with releasing songs on Instagram, they're gonna have to do some kind of upgrade on Instagram so that you can pause and rewind shit.
You know what they should do? They should add like a media player within Instagram where it's like Instagram Music. You know how YouTube
Yes.
has YouTube Music?
Yes.
If they had that where it's like a separate part of the app and it almost looks like a Spotify
Yeah.
with the videos and you can play it offline,
Yeah.
then, oh man, Instagram is taking over. Like it
Yeah,
already
it's-
has taken over, but then
Yeah.
it's like, oh my God, you're also a DSP? Like,
They're probably doing it. It's probably
It's probably in
what
the works.
we're talking about they're already doing it.
2025, we're just like waking up January 1st, like, oh my God, we can do this.
You'll see a little thing on the top, new. And you'll be like, oh.
But guess what? Guess what? What's gonna happen? That's gonna be an extra charge, or you're gonna have to listen to ads, and then now everyone's gonna have that verified that isn't a real verified.
Oh man, you just broke it down in a whole different way.
They're about to take our money if they have it in that way, because then you don't need Spotify and Apple Music. You could just have everything on Instagram.
Actually, bro, I think that might be the plan.
And then Facebook. Oh, man.
And
no, low key, when you just broke that down, because
yeah.
if everybody's already on the gram, okay, and we're trying to keep people on the app. That's what everybody's mission is with every app, is to keep people on the app. Right? Why would you want to go to the link, then go out to a separate app, and they'll ask you on Instagram, would like to go to the external app, right? Nah, just keep here and then listen to the music here. Pause, play, rewind over here. You don't need to you don't need to go to the DSPs anymore.
Save it to a playlist.
All that.
Easy to add to your next reel.
Wow.
What?
This might be the move to try to take the DSPs out, bro.
Well,
like from the record companies mixing with the apps instead of doing more work with the DSPs. Because remember, Universal had that whole issue with TikTok. Where TikTok's music, they're going to take Universal Music off of TikTok. They figured it out. Now that there's Universal Music back on TikTok. But the importance of having your music on the apps is becoming way, way more heavy than before. So I think they're trying to cut the DSPs out the picture.
But how do you calculate the equivalent of a sale when it's like a reel that you watch for 4 seconds? Like, how much money are you going to make from that? Like,
you'll figure it out.
Like, but it would be like, it's kind of hard to translate into like tangible music numbers like we had with like the record labels, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like they're realizing people aren't even buying music. Now they're barely even streaming music. They're just on Instagram all day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
so why not incentivize people to just stay there by adding the music and all that? But besides that though, it's on his YouTube page. It's on his page 2 days ago, 3.5 million views. So he made sure to put it in a couple places. I'm going to play it off of this place here, Real Hip Hop Lyrics, so we can see the lyrics at the same time.
Ride to it. You love hip hop.
I'm going to let this verse run, even though I stopped the verse. I'm going to let the rest of this verse run because we're going to be stopping the second verse. That's where he gets to the shit.
That's what
niggas want to know just.
He said he pulled the plug, and the lyrics are right here on the screen, okay? I pulled the plug because I seen where it was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. Okay? So he said he pulled the plug. Do you guys agree? Because he did drop a tune.
If he wants to call apologizing pulling the plug, then yeah, he pulled his own plug.
Okay.
Right? Because honestly, if let's just say he kept on going, he would have been, it wouldn't have got to where there was dirt. People talking about families and all that, because then it would have had to be more of a technical thing.
They got all nice J.COLE over here. We can't get real dirty.
You can't get dirty, right? It's a 3-man thing, or it was 2 against 1. It would have been Drake and Cole against Kendrick.
That's what it would have been.
Maybe not.
Well, when he dropped 7-Minute Drill,
it sounded like that.
He was dissing Kendrick. He was saying Kendrick's catalog was trash.
Exactly.
He was saying a bunch of shit.
Exactly. So, and then he apologized. So he pulled the plug because either he's a weakest link too, where he knew he's like, someone had to tell him, yo, you in this, it's gonna be sounding sweet, right? If he stays in this, I can't get dirty with Drake.
Yeah.
Right. The minute he pulled out, everything got real explicit.
It got disgusting.
It got bad, bro. It went south.
Women and children.
It's like when the good youth leaves.
Women,
yeah,
right?
Now we can really talk.
Yo, the good youth's out the room right now. Reggie, you know how I'm gonna pack you?
Yeah, before Kendrick was like, yo, I'm not gonna do nothing too crazy in front of Cole. Like,
Cole will tell.
Yeah, Cole.
You know?
And I'm
Cole's gonna tell on us, guys.
But yo, I feel like it's like you're saying you pulled a plug if you're J. Cole, but it's like that's after your 7-minute drill song. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's like it's not really pulling. I mean, he apologized, like you said.
He pulled the plug.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think he did. He plugged it in, then he pulled it out.
Because he plugged it in and he pulled it out the socket.
and deleted the whole song.
But
And
like,
deleted
it wasn't originally plugged.
And he's like, he looked at his friend in the room who knows what the hell's going on. He's like, watch how crazy shit's about to get.
Yeah.
Because I pulled out. All right?
Yeah.
The minute he stays in there, I would have had to be like, Cole, shut the hell up. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
think
you know what I mean? Like if I was Kendrick, I'd just be like dissing his producers, dissing his whole team.
You're not going to go at his kids and shit.
Dreamville would be getting dissed, each and every one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? And I would just go crazy.
Yeah.
But the minute he pulled out, like I said, Kendrick went all steam ahead.
You're a PDF file.
Yeah, like he's like, I can't do this if this little good youth's there.
Yeah, because I feel like Kendrick and Cole had like a different type of friendship too,
Yeah,
right? Like they
yeah.
were cool. So it's like I felt like J. Cole was too neutral of a party to choose sides, but he did choose Drake because I feel like J. Cole and Drake relate on the fact that like they didn't really feel like they fit in when they would go to the hood, but then they also didn't fit in the suburbs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's like the light skin dilemma or like
It's
what.
the biracial dilemma.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like together they both understand. That's a really like unique.
They have
bond
something in
probably have.
common.
Yeah.
They have something in common, right? They both come from white parent homes, single
Yeah.
parent homes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they, you know what I mean? Even though their black friends come from a black single mother home, there's still, that's where it does kind of relate.
Yeah.
If you do speak to your other black counterparts, you know what I mean? You'd be like, hey, yo, you know, my mom alone, your mama, you know?
Yeah.
Even though your mom's white.
Yeah.
You actually, in your head as a black guy, like, whoa, how did that happen?
Yeah.
You're black, half black, flip. I forgot.
And then you have
Yeah.
the experience
Yeah,
around white
exactly.
people. The experience around white people where it's like you go home to like a white mother if you're J. Cole.
Yeah. And family members.
And family members,
Yeah.
and then you go there and like, they don't see you as that, but like you go, you know, so it's a confusing experience probably.
I'd have to ask my little brothers and sisters that. How do they feel?
Yeah.
Really, how do they feel? I've never really asked them that. That's crazy.
Yeah, because like it's one thing to go and you have your black family members and they're just like, yeah, that's the little light skinned youth, right?
Yeah. That's
But then you have the
macabre.
white family members, they might not be talking the same. They might be like, that's the little nigga kid. I don't know how to say it like that.
She went up and was messing with that boy Ronnie.
Yeah. You
I don't know.
It might not be a cool family. It might be like the girls down with black guys, but doesn't mean that the parents are.
But the dad definitely ain't.
But you got a kid, so we got to.
the girls,
now we gotta
the
like
girls
him?
into black guys, but the parents are not.
Not at all. But if, you know, you have a kid, so we're gonna love our grandkid. But
Yeah.
like, bruh,
And it's the first one too. Oh, imagine.
there's a learning curve right there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta learn to not be racist anymore.
Those white grandpas be pushing for the athlete career though. They're
I know,
super
they're like-
supportive.
They look and they're like, we got a little superhero over here. Let's
get taller.
yeah. Like you want to put him in hockey? No,
Get taller,
not hockey.
get
Not
taller.
hockey.
It's crazy.
Give him some more food.
Yeah.
Stretch his legs.
How these things grow?
Yeah. Stretch him.
They don't feel pain.
Oh.
I went too far.
Anything I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle, dog. I would have
Lost a bro.
I would have.
I wanted to continue and let him cook. He went to lost the battle. He would have lost the bro. So, question. If J. Cole did engage, would he have gotten his ass whooped? Because you seen what happened. And listen, I'm not trying to say that Drake got his ass whooped, but he did lose the battle. So,
Yeah.
we seen what happened with Drake. If J. Cole was in the mix, two questions. Would he have lost the battle? Because he's saying he would have won, you know, but lost the bro. And would he have lost the bro?
Yeah.
I don't know if he would have won the battle because I don't know what kind of like skeletons he has in his closet.
Thank you. That's what I was
know
just
what I'm
about to
saying?
say.
So it's like he could have lost more than Drake even. you know?
Yeah.
He's more a sneaky little bugger because you don't know nothing about this fool. You know what I'm saying? You don't know too much about J. Cole. J. Cole ain't in the tabloids
In
like
the
that.
limelight like that.
Yeah, that nigga be riding a bike around the place, dog. Scared of Diddy blowing up his car too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Can't blow up the bike.
yeah, you can't blow up the button. Well, you never know. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? You got a flat tire, now we got you.
I feel like the
You gotta
public,
say-
the public imagines that J. Cole's like a really normal dude.
He's a good youth.
Yeah, like, but like, who knows what type of stuff like Kendrick has on him, for example.
No,
Like,
I bet you they have nothing. That's why they're like, nigga, we don't know nothing about you. Just get your little light
Or
skin ass out.
there's nothing to have on him. He's
Yeah.
such a good youth for real
There's nothing
that it's
on him.
like, bro, I don't even want to battle you, fam. It's not even gonna be fun. There's no dirt to throw at you, bro.
You already
Like,
told us on your album the first time you had sex. Like,
Yeah,
you
like-
let us know what age you were. Like, there's like, you know what I mean?
it goes back into the J. Cole is boring thing. Even though I don't think he's boring,
Yeah,
but there's the J. Cole is boring thing that's always been on the internet.
Yeah.
To battle J. Cole might be boring. It's like, bro, you ain't even got no dirt.
He's a Tim Duncan of
bro.
Yeah.
Didn't Drake gift him
He is.
a Phantom or something? Gifted him a car, right?
Well, I'm glad you said that. I don't know exactly, but he did gift him a #1 hit.
So then you got multiple cars after that. But I'm
Right.
saying, I know for a fact, I'm pretty sure that he gifted him something very expensive before, a very expensive car. Okay? I don't know exactly. Maybe it was a Rolls Royce, something.
Why do these niggas be doing that shit?
It's kind of gay. But anyways,
I'm not saying all that, but
I don't know.
so-
I don't know.
kinda
It's kind of weird, you know what I mean? But no, I'm joking. But I'm saying like that happened, and he still was riding a bike. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't.
Hold on. Before let's stop the cap with this riding the bike shit. I know J. Cole rides a bike,
Yeah,
but I'm sure he drives a lot of freaking foreign whips and does that too.
for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's just that when we see him, he's riding the bike. But nobody ever sees him in the tinted whip that flies by.
No,
You know
you
what I'm saying?
don't. You don't. That's
You
why
can't
there's
see him.
nothing on him. That's why there's nothing on him.
And that's why there's tints.
Yeah, we don't know his baby mom. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
He could be driving by with a side thing
Body.
in a Ferrari and nobody knows.
Nobody.
And then he just go riding down the street on the bike like,
Right?
I'm innocent. I'm a nice
Yeah,
guy.
I'll
I'm a
meet you
good
there.
youth.
I'll meet you guys there.
Yeah. But we're acting like this guy don't own any kind of whips and shit like that. Like
No, I'm not.
his parking lot just has bare bicycles and shit.
all types of
Or has
rockets.
a bike garage.
Yeah.
Has like bikes hanging upside down from the ceiling.
I'm gonna use this one today.
Like I'm sure he has a few foreigns, bro. Like
Yeah.
the man has multiple
Foreign
platinum
bikes.
records and shit, man.
Foreign bicycles. This one's from Italy.
J. Cole's been put the wool over everybody's
I know.
eyes. Like he only has a Honda and bicycles.
Bicycles.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I find interesting? You know how afterwards, when he backed out, he started doing songs with all these like Kendrick affiliates?
Mm.
I feel like that was his way of like, he felt guilty that he even tried a thing. So he was trying to show some love by like doing some work with these guys, you know?
Why the hell does Kendrick and his camp have this nigga J. Cole so shook, but Drake and them don't have him the same way? You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Is it because Cole maybe is in LA more?
I
Like
don't
he's
know,
in America,
man.
bro.
He jumped on stage. He apologized to them. He went and did collabos. He's like doing everything he can
Collabs.
to make sure I'm good with that side of town. But like now in this song, we'll get to it. You know, he apologizes to Drake. But for a long time, and we even had a segment where we were wondering, are these guys even cool anymore? You know what I'm saying? And low-key, I'm still think Drake don't feel this nigga.
I feel like he
And
feels
all for what?
betrayed.
Just to attain some more.
What do y'all think of any of this that he's saying right here?
It's just a bunch of
I mean, I think he's admitting that both parties were paying algorithm bot like meme pages as a way to like further themselves in the battle.
Yeah.
And I think that was exposed. Like I think it was exposed
Yeah,
that
yeah.
someone from one of the camps sent money for this like kid to do these like bot streams.
Yeah. And was talking to academics about it and
Yeah.
all that. But then I heard that was fake.
Yeah, it's so, you know, it's kind of hard to tell when it came to this because, and he did mention one thing on social media competition for your favorable means. It wasn't a rap battle anymore. It became a rap battle / social media battle.
I feel like he actually said memes and then it wrote it as memes. I don't know because I heard memes because like algorithm bot just to sway the whole thing. Like
Yeah.
so that's what was swaying the whole thing was the bots.
Yeah. Well, I don't think
the
so.
meme pages.
But that was what a lot of people were accusing. I think this became like this. The fact that, and also the fact that so many people talked about it was a big thing. But another thing is he's bringing this shit back up now, bro.
I tell you, these diggers, all they do is dig shit up, right? And then they bring it back. And it's like, okay, how do I get myself in? Because he's doing the same thing they doing.
Yo, thank you. Because yo, bro, you're doing it right now.
Yeah,
you're bringing up a battle from 4 months ago.
Yeah.
And you put it on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
yeah,
not. What
yeah.
if he wanted the attention? I feel like this is his kind of re-entrance into the game, and he's trying to because he had what is this a Dead Presidents Dead President sample?
Yeah.
Jay-Z song.
And he has an album. Not to interrupt you. He has an album that he's dropping soon. Everybody needs attention, bro.
Yeah.
Even J. Cole, even on
Even
your
J. Cole. Yeah. Even J. Cole.
Come on, man. Don't act like you're higher than Dow because you just ride a bike. You use the internet too, bro.
Okay. Put on your tinfoil.
Let's go.
How do we not know? Okay. How do we not know that this is like the opening act for the round 2?
I got you.
Where now Drake hears this and he's like, this bitch ass nigga, go bring this. I'm on his ass now.
Maybe Drake's gonna
Now
respond
Drake
to
gonna
Cole.
get on his ass.
J. Cole shots pending, you're saying?
Blood clot dead. Type of Drake come out the woodworks and lick him down, dog. Little switch up, shaky warrior.
I got to push back a bit
Yeah.
because he's copping pleas and he's giving Drake advice later on in this verse.
You giving me advice? If I was Drake, me advice? I advise you to sit your bitch.
I just went to war.
It's
like someone who did not go to war telling a soldier what to do.
You know what I mean? Your measly Rasta light skin ass paper bag yellow banana down.
Bro came back amputated and everything.
Yeah.
The man's like, you know what you should do?
Right?
Jay goes, you know what you should do? It's like, buddy, I just went to war.
Bro, you know what you should do? That's what I would be
You should
saying.
pay
to
some
him.
respect.
You need to shut
the
the
veterans.
F up and sit your measly ass, your toony ass down.
Poor Jermaine.
Right? Because you backed out like a little punk when it was time to go to a real war, and you backed out and apologized.
Look, like it says right there on the bottom. My friends went to war, and I walked away with all their blood on me. I'm like,
Bro's moving
your
like
blood is next.
Bro's moving like Forrest Gump, and Drake is Lieutenant Dan Mass in the wheelchair. Like, bro, like, what are you talking? Like, you should be allowing it. Forrest Gump made sure Lieutenant Dan was good, bro.
You're
But
right.
J. Cole's not doing that.
Didn't do that.
I'll let the lyric play. He is an incredible rapper. Let's put that there.
Yeah.
I should have put that in the beginning. I think J. Cole is a sick artist. He's probably
One of the best.
Yeah, I think he is in the big 3 for lyricism and for his accolades too. You know what I'm saying? So he's deserving of that. Okay, we're never gonna take that away from him. But some of the shit that he's saying in this verse right here, bro, you need to calm down.
It's a bunch
fam.
of caca fart.
Right? You walked away with both. Now some will discredit me and try to wipe away my pedigree. Right?
See what I said?
But I do get what he's saying.
Mm.
Because a lot of people are trying to say like, yo, you can never be in the big 3 because you took back the song. Do y'all agree with that?
No, I feel like, you know what? When I'm older and I look back at my era, this era of rap, I'm gonna be like, that was the big 3. Even after we have to see what happens in the next 3 years. Because personally, I feel like Cole almost peaked with first person shooter in a way, and after that, it hasn't been a forward trajectory.
Yeah. Let me re-ask the question actually about the big 3. Can he ever be the top rapper of the big 3?
No. It'll always be a toss-up between Drake and Kendrick, in my opinion. But there are Cole stands out there, and J. Cole has a special place in a lot of people's hearts because of his mixtape days and how old they were, and how his character. So I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't mind my kid. I mean, besides backing out from the battle, if my kid had to look up to Kendrick, Drake, or J. Cole, and try to emulate their life, I wouldn't mind it being J. Cole.
J. Cole,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
He's a good youth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's very clear about where he stands about violence and all these other things.
Yeah, and he's emotionally educated. He's emotionally educated. He knows about his emotions and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Even
why
from
Jay-Z,
language.
and that's why Jay-Z messed with him first.
Yeah.
There was something to him. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's why Jay-Z got him, did what he had to do with him. And then he went out on his own and was even more successful.
And he was more successful when he started being himself more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, out of the big 3, this is a side question. Out of the big 3, who do you think communicates, whether it's lyrically or just verbally, the most intelligent? If you were to kind of just analyze how they are in interviews as well as lyrically.
Drake doesn't do any. not like that, not like that. So
Yeah,
I
he's
haven't
well
got a chance.
spoken.
I haven't got it, but he's well spoken. But I haven't got a chance to really be like sit down and all the time take him in. Pause, and then you got J.COLE. I feel is the most. Even over Kendrick, because Kendrick doesn't even speak as much either.
Yeah,
he's not really much on the Instagram. He posts once in a while. He posts once a year. You know what I mean? And then boom.
J.COLE does have a university degree.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Drake. Even and listen, here I know in the comments. Okay, Glazer.
Well, you're on the payroll, bro.
Right?
So
or be a lawyer, right? Because for the amount of interviews I have seen with him, even though he doesn't have a lot now, he has a good set over the years.
Yeah.
And that Canadian manners, and, you know what I mean?
Clarity.
Articulation, and, like, goes a long way.
It does.
Right? And I'm going to put Cole second.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's a very articulate speaker and stuff in interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
And even though Kendrick gets his point across, he's very articulate in his interviews as well. So. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a toss-up.
I feel like Kendrick's the most intelligent rapper, like in terms of his language.
Yeah.
But like maybe if we were to just meet him in a conversation, it would be a little more like calm and tranquil. He's probably not trying to say too much, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he does say something, that you gotta go home and think about it later. Like, that's what
I feel like he talks in parables.
Yeah, that's what he meant. I go home and be like, Eureka!
In limericks.
That's what he meant.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what to do now. I know what to do now.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you know where the wind blows, then you'll know.
And then you be like, huh? And then you go home. You're looking at them, and then the wind blows.
Right?
And you're like, what? You got it.
And then you find some other, and wind and blows.
Bro, just hitting you with Ephesians.
And you're sitting in your yard like, yo, that's what I'm supposed to do in the future now?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
He'll get you like that, but...
Let's continue this guy. Let's let Jermaine keep cooking over here.
Jermaine. I share the words he said to me. If you gun is me, I text her back like, guess a gun ain't what I'm trying to be, my nigga.
I'm sorry to laugh at that because it's a good bar.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, I guess the gun is me. And
I
he's
text
like,
him back like,
he's such a good guy, bro. I feel bad even laughing at him because he's like, I guess the gun is not what I'm trying to be. I don't want to fight, guys.
he kind of took that from Nas.
I know, but like he took the air out of the bar. Like, I guess the gun is not me.
I know.
And while his counterparts are like, you're a kid. You're a PDF. They're just going crazy with the guns.
Yo, Dead Presidents, Jay-Z went on it, but Nas went on it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nas originally went on it, and then Jay-Z remixed it. And isn't it this beat that it sampled?
Yes.
So maybe there is a connection. Like what he's trying to say is like, I'm more like Nas if you're Jigga, and I'd rather be Nas.
Yeah,
right?
but Nas and Jigga went to
war. They're
bro.
Each other's heads off,
and they continued. Like they had the prelude, right, with the Rakim beat, the paid in full beat, where he was like H to the Izzo, M to the Izzo, for shizzle my nizzle, the rapping version of Cisco.
Yeah,
that was before Ether. So these guys were like, "Yo, I'm gunning at you, bro."
Yeah.
And that's the thing, right? If you want to be the best, you have to be battle tested.
Yeah.
And I feel like J.COLE he can never claim to be the best if he's not willing to catch fades.
Yeah, he never caught no fades.
And you know what? Maybe he realized it's like, and he had a bar about this, like to be the best or to live in rest. Like maybe he thought he wanted to be the best until he actually got to that point where he had to make that jump, and he's like, you know what? I'm just happy with my life. Like maybe I don't want to be number one.
You're rich already.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I have a great life. Like, why am I gonna risk it all just to be the quote unquote best for these people who will switch up every day?
So then again, what was the point then?
Why did you throw 7-minute drill out?
What was the point in getting into this?
He was
at all
kind of dragged into it in a way.
No. I'm talking about in rap, period. Then, because you got to be battle tested one way or the other.
Well, do you feel like every rapper needs to want to be the best?
They have been. It doesn't matter, even if it was a troller.
It used to be that way.
It used to be that way.
But now it's just like, I want to make a career. I don't care about being the best rapidy rapper.
Most rappers are sensitive. Real rappers are supposed to be sensitive, right? Not wanting to see another person bigger than them. Pause. Right? So they want to get on it like, yo, what do you mean? This guy's about to drop. He has this ill song. I'm going back to the studio to drop something iller.
Or even in the studio when you guys are on the same song, you hear somebody's verse, you're like, I'm going to go rewrite my shit because he's trying to take my head off.
He tried to chop my head
I
right
feel
off.
like you cannot be a rapper without ego. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't
what
work. It's part of the job description.
So that's what I'm saying. So that little
You know?
measly rapper that wants to come in with no scars, we're putting him in the garbage upside down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The day we get for looking for him, we going for blood for that kid. You know what I'm saying? For that rapper, whoever he would be.
Yeah.
Right? You want to have, you ain't got no scars. We'd be looking at him like he ain't been to war yet.
But that's before. Now, these new fans, I don't think they care about that. And I think Cole kind of sees that too. So he's like, why am I going to go get into it to be the best for us, for our demographic of people who are like, yo, we need you to be battle tested. He's like, I don't know. The fans who listen to me right now don't really care about
They
that.
just want to hear some.
My
nice
wife and
song.
kids at home don't really care.
Yeah, they're like, yo, I want to make some music to clean my house to. I don't need to hear you taking niggas' heads off.
So are we supposed to take that out of the culture then?
That might be phasing out. I think this might be the last of what we're getting of
The
what
culture.
a rap battle can be. These new rappers ain't on it like that,
'Cause
bro. They don't care about who's the best rapper.
No,
bro.
but they'll do it for clout. They'll even fake a rap beef because they know it'll get clicks. But I feel like you're right. It's not like they're trying to battle test each other because they're all just trying to make money. Whereas before it's like, no, I'm trying to take your spot.
And lyrics don't matter no more, so we can't.
Guys.
What's the degraded off of?
Crazy.
You're the guy who makes the most money, so this is why I want to take you out. Nah, before it was like, I want to take you out because I think I'm the best.
I think I'm better than you.
Yes, at what I do. Right?
Let me show you.
Now, these new rappers don't care about that, bro.
So they all want to hold hands to the #1 spot.
It's
That's
like,
basically
they might
what
not
you're
hate.
saying.
Nah, they're like, yo, you trying to be number one? What's wrong with this guy?
Yeah, but they don't hate each other for the same reasons.
Yeah.
They don't like listen to the guy's raps and be like, "Oh, I'm a way better rapper than him."
So what do you think it is? More like I'm a way better. I can paint my nails better.
I
Then
guess I don't know, bro.
I'm more booming than you. I'm more aura than you.
I got
I'm
more clout.
clout. Yeah,
I got more
yeah.
clout. Yeah, that's it.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? I got more people on Instagram that engage with my shit or
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm booming.
Yeah, but
I'm
like
booming.
being better than what I do with my craft is irrelevant to
So
these
then
new niggas, bro.
so after these guys, then there's technically
It's
will never
done.
be no legends again.
And it sounds sad because the guys who care about this shit, they're not the big rappers,
No.
right? They're the like underground guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Quote unquote backpackers. The guys
Yeah.
who are like, no, I'm way better rapper than this nigga.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they'll have like, they'll be like, I'm better than Drake. I'm better than Kendrick.
Yeah,
I'm better
yeah.
than J.COLE. And it's like,
But
they have like 30
they're
listeners a
underground.
month. Yeah.
You're underground.
Right? The guys who are like popular rappers, like Playboy Cardi and all that, you think
Oh
Playboy
my
Cardi's
God.
like, oh, I'm a way better rapper than this guy. He
No.
don't care, bro. He's like,
I'm an entertainer.
You know,
Yeah.
at some point, and I wonder who's responsible for this. It was like, I'm not a rapper, I'm a rock star. That started to become the narrative. And ever since then, we've never left that. And who was the rapper that started that, do you think? Was it Wayne?
Yeah.
it was around the Wayne times.
Yeah.
And,
Lil Jon's. Anybody who was doing rap at that
No, there's another guy who's gonna claim it. OG Mako.
OG Mako.
Yeah, OG Mako. He had the song I'm a Rock Star, I think.
Party like
No,
a rock.
no, that's not them. That's the other guys then.
Who was that?
Well, party like a rock star.
What's
that
his
song?
name, man? He
Yeah, that song.
but Party Like a Rock Star is with Roscoe.
What's that?
Roscoe something and
Roscoe
that-
Dash?
yeah, and that group.
Shop Boys.
The Shop Boys.
Yeah, fam.
Party Like a Rock Star. 13 years ago.
I remember when this song was out.
Yeah. And one of the guys Rockstar.
You
in
might
my
be
hot
right.
car. Yeah.
This might be the beginning to the end. And we loved this song
This
when it
was
came out.
such a good
love it.
song.
32 million views.
Trust me.
But 13 years ago might have been the beginning to the end of the lyricism being something that matters,
yeah.
right? Because if you become more, and bring your mic down so this.
Me? Yeah, I'm good.
No, you're.
Yeah.
Keeps
Like you see how it started becoming less and less about lyrics, but the most popular person is like not. It doesn't have to be the most lyrical.
That sucks.
J.COLE, Kendrick, and
Drake.
Drake were the only three who are the most popular and lyrical.
At the same time, yeah.
Everybody else, their counterparts that have come up over time now, even around them, Future.
Uzi.
Uzi.
Don't be dissing Future.
No, Future got bars and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but he's not. Lyricism is not the thing that you go to Future for.
Young Thug.
You go to
Yeah.
Future for the vibes.
For our
Young
vibe.
Thug.
Yeah.
all of their counterparts, all of their peers are not lyrical guys. Maybe Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying? And a few guys.
But he's from the era before. Like
he's almost
slip
50
and
years
slide.
old.
He's slip and slide.
Exactly. So all of those guys' peers are not lyricists.
No.
So they're the only ones who could actually have this battle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Minus Cole, because Cole unplugged. Right? So after these two figure out what they're going to figure out, if they battle again, great. But if not, we ain't getting no more rap battles, bro. No high-level rap battles.
Well, then, hey, rap's dead.
You can go watch battle rap. We'll be fine.
Oh, yeah,
if
I'm
you
cool
go watch
with that.
battle rap.
Yeah, that'll be the
KOTD
arena.
or something.
Yeah. But as far as like your favorite rappers, like Lil Uzi Vert is not going to go have a rap battle with Playboy Cardi tomorrow. And if he does, is it going to come out? Are we going to hear Euphoria from one of those two, bro? Or even the Heart Part 6? Is one of those two going to be able to come up with one of that?
But you see, because they have their style, it can come up a little bit different where it might sound ill as hell.
These niggas are going to battle with sound effects.
They're dissing each other in the ad-libs?
Exactly.
The ad-libs are where the disses are at?
Ad-lib battle, bro. Like, get out of here, man. Singing battles and shit. Like, I don't even want to hear them battle, bro. It'll make my ears bleed.
But Uzi's
Rory and Mal to me. They say I'm picking sides. Don't lie on me, my nigga. He didn't say a bunch of people, right? He said lie on me, my nigga, because those guys were pushing that narrative hard on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's where I got it from. Where I was like, hey, do they have beef?
Yeah, it's a wonder.
You know what I'm saying?
Say you did a lot for me, my nigga. Fuck all the narratives. Tapping back into your magic pen is what's imperative. Reminding
good
these
advice.
folks ain't crime and shit, my nigga. Y'all niggas
Okay.
stop.
So we can stop there. Right, he told Drake, pick up his magic pen, pause, and
do what's imperative. You know?
Are you a J. Cole fan? I forgot to ask you.
I don't consider myself a fan of anyone, first of all. You know what I'm saying?
But like, you're in that age group that like you're in that
I rock with J.
pocket.
Cole. Yeah.
Like in college type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Born Sinner was one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
Friday Night Lights. Like when I was in high school, J. Cole was booming. And for me, as a non-hood kid, like, yo, white people love J. Cole.
That's why I'm asking you.
That was our guy still. I can't even lie. So, yeah.
So you're
J.
in,
Cole.
even though you're not a fan of anybody, you're in his core fan base, I would say.
Yeah, like I would say like I'm like a demographic that probably works for him, which is like 30 or like 29 to like
I'm gonna ask you one more question before I ask you the question. Okay. So have you ever defended J. Cole in the past? Like when people are like, yo, J. Cole's boring.
Yeah. I rock with J. Cole.
Okay. So how do you feel about him now post this battle?
His old songs are still good.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the way he talks on records. Because he's like, I'm the best. You know, I'm Muhammad Ali, all this talk. And he still talks this way. How will you defend him now as a J. Cole fan?
I just don't think he'll ever be considered the GOAT. And I think he's cool with that. But I don't think you can take away from like musically what he's done. He does production as well. And then what he stands for. And I think he's a man of the people so is Kendrick to an extent. Even Drake is, but like I feel like Drake is like he's too big of a celebrity for it to be. But J. Cole seems like he can really just blend in. That would be my defense is like, yo, I'm not saying he's the best out of the three.
So your defense is no defense.
My defense is, he did X himself out of that conversation just by proxy of actually pulling the plug or whatever, you know? So
that's sad.
It's unfortunate, but I think it was meant to happen because I don't think we would have gotten all the Drake and Kendrick beef in its like full entirety if J. Cole was in the middle. He was too neutral of a party. It's like when two countries are about to go to war, one country joins in the first attack and then they're like, actually these guys are our allies too, so like we're just gonna do what's best for our country and just withdraw. You know, that's how you got to see it.
Well, listen, man.
Your boy though.
Final consensus on the song. Good song. 1 to 10. Let's do that. 1 to 10. What do you think of the song?
I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9.
9?
Yeah.
I'll give it a 7.5. I like the Dead President sample. He had bars. He explained himself. But yeah, you can't be telling Drake what to do when the man just went to war.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie. Do what's
Yeah.
imperative,
Drake
the emotional touch, and what makes us blush. Like,
Yo,
bro,
Drake is
dog,
about
like,
to
yo,
get
no
him.
one's trying to hear all that, bro. Like the man literally has to go for blood at this point because it's like I don't know, bro. But hopefully the Super Bowl thing, I am hoping for that theory to be true. Big as the.
They might leave him out. They might leave J.COLE out though.
No, they're gonna leave Drake out. They're gonna be J.COLE and Kendrick dancing around on stage. They don't even got a song together like that, but they'll figure it out. You know what I'm
We'll
saying?
use a beat to that.
And Drake is gonna be at home seething like,
Going on his IG story.
I knew this was an op, bro. I knew it.
Opportunist.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to be like giving me advice. That message got left
When you
on
find
red.
out it ain't really, when you find out he ain't really cold no more.
Oh man,
I'ma kick this little light skin yellow paper bag banana.
I think Drake's gonna want to catch the fade with him when he sees him.
Yeah, light skin against light skin.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, salute to J. Cole. We spent a good amount of time on this, but it's a big topic. You know what I'm saying? Mama Duck. Big salute to the sponsors, Diamond Club, with delivery all over the GTA and now all across Canada. They got the best selection of flour, edibles, and pens, and all types of goodies that you need. You can find them on their Instagram page, DiamondClub_Canada, or you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed app as well as the Leafy Things app. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop Network, and they may give you a discount. Big salute to Diamond Club. Cheer! Just quick thing here on this thing I wanted to show you. Mama Duck is suing the record companies, and I think she might win, get some money off of this. So basically, for the people who don't know who Mama Duck is, R.I.P. FBG Duck, his mother became pretty popular on the internet as well for her interviews and just, you know, when she pops up on the gram and stuff. So she went and filed a lawsuit against the record company that puts out King Von's music. And let me see if I can find something on this here quick fast before I get to the clip that I have, because if she wins this lawsuit, then any money that comes from any of King Von's music and stuff like that, she's going to get a big percentage of, because these guys were talking about sliding on Duck in their music, and they put money on his head and bought a bunch of old blockchains.
Yo, that would be a crazy precedent to set.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
But I explained the story to y'all. So that's the story. Okay?
Yep.
So if she does get that, then what Czar said, it is going to set a precedent.
Yeah.
But I remember I have a clip from DJ Vlad from Vlad TV where he was talking about this to that lawyer guy, Mo Gagnon. And he's also talked about it with other people, that what if the record companies start doing this? And she actually went and did it. So watch this.
Paid $73 million. Let's just say, in this particular case, Young Thug pleads guilty. Let's say they offer him 10 years and his lawyer's like, this is the greatest deal you're going to get. Take the 10 years. And in the plea deal, one of the things is that Young Thug admits that the line about shooting someone's mother is actually about YFN Lucci and about how YFN Lucci got shot and he somehow implicates himself in the shooting, right? This is all make-believe stuff. But let's just say in the plea deal, it's now official in the paperwork. Would YFN Lucci's mother then be able to sue the record label, which is 300 Entertainment? The parent label is Warner Brothers, which is really like the cash cow, right? Would she be able to sue Warner Brothers and say, listen, we've now established in a court of law that you guys are promoting and profiting off of these violent acts that your artist is then rapping about. I want $500 million.
So this is 2 years ago he was talking about this.
Wow.
And now FBG Duck, Mama Duck, is looking to do this today. What if this happens, yo? This could change the whole game. This could change the game from where they're at in Chicago to here in Toronto.
Toronto rappers, if they're gonna lose everything, if all their odd families are suing for every like man that you have smoking on or whatever.
What? and I can go to court and get money from this.
Yeah, but you gotta have money.
Yeah, Toronto rappers are not making enough money. No disrespect,
But you can
no,
get a
you gotta
percentage
have
of the
money.
tracks. But you're not.
But
Yeah,
for these
man.
guys on a bigger level, there's like
Yeah,
a
the
lot
labels.
of bro. The Who I Smoke song, the Who I Smoke,
Yeah.
right? What if that family starts there in Florida start going for their money?
Yep.
If Mama Duck gets through, you're gonna start seeing a lot of cases pop up in
like
the
that.
States.
Yeah.
And then in two ways. So one, it'll incentivize people not to drop like your ops names or whatever, because like why would you want to split the money?
Yeah.
And two, it's like it's almost like justice, where it's like, yo, I'm giving back to their family by mentioning them or whatever. Like
I'm gonna be real with you, man. Mama Duck, I'm not dissing like that, but she a cash grab. She cash grabbing right now. If you really take it in, because
There's that.
FBG Duck was one of the first. If he heard his op was dead, he was one of the first people to jump up on it on YouTube with a video and everything, being like, ha 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 ha.
Talk about it.
Come on now.
It's not like she's defending somebody who was an angel.
Exactly. And it's not like it's not like he had a crazy catalog for her to receive any residuals that are
No, but the people who what she wants the residuals from are like
the labels.
but the ops. Like
Yeah. Dirk.
King Von and Dirk and those guys, you know how much money she could make if she's getting a percentage of their catalog, bro? She's gonna be
That's a
caked
lifetime.
up, bro.
That's
Yeah.
a lifetime income
yeah,
source.
she's going for some big wigs,
but
bro.
someone had to put that bug in her ear because she wasn't this
Maybe it was Vlad,
right? Someone had to put that bug in her ear.
Look at that
because-
clip I played. It was 2 years ago.
But you know,
Yeah.
you know what she's trying to do is she's trying to make her son seem like a victim and not like an aggressor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
so
what we
it's
did. Yeah.
So, and I think
Yeah.
that's the problem, because it's like, I can understand if he's like an innocent victim,
They're
but it's like,
gonna
who
look
knows
at-
what he's done?
Yeah,
you know?
they're gonna
Yeah.
look into his catalog and be like, why should we give her anything off of these catalogs when her son was the first
Countersue.
one to
he
be
said
dissing?
what?
What he killed who?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to court now, because you know what I mean. Like, this is gonna be an easy one. She
So
ain't
you-
getting shit.
So you think she's gonna lose?
She ain't getting none. I wouldn't give her none.
I think they'll settle for much less.
I'd be like, yeah,
But even if they settle,
that means she won.
that's
precedent,
That's
yeah.
a precedent.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
maybe they'll
cool.
fight it then.
Cool.
Until
Have
the
to-
last.
The record companies are gonna have to fight it to the end.
Yeah,
and they
but
have the money.
Yeah. She has a good angle though. You know what
That's
I mean?
That's a great angle.
That's the greatest angle that a ratchet baby mom would come up with. You know what I mean? Let's get some paper.
I'm sure her lawyer was probably like,
and she probably got
Sorry.
somebody to do it pro bono.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, that's a great idea. I'll do that.
Great
I'll
idea.
take that case.
Yeah,
for
let's
free.
do
You know
this.
what I'm
you don't
saying?
get paid unless we get paid.
Yeah.
exactly.
So I'm saying she gonna lose, dog.
I don't know, man. If she does win,
You're going up against the labels.
yeah,
They have the best of the best of the
They have a
best.
team. They have a team of
Yeah.
the best.
Then I look through his catalog and be like, how many times he dissed
Dirk and them.
Dirk and them?
Yeah,
And be like, okay, so they want something back. They want something for every time he dissed.
yeah. This. If it was one thing, if FBG Duck was like a good youth
Yeah,
and his raps weren't about the ops, and then they're like, yo, why did they murk this guy?
this guy.
But like if you go through his catalog, they'll be like,
Exactly what I'm gonna do if I'm a lawyer. I'm looking through his catalog.
I don't know, man. He didn't deserve it. Like nobody deserves to die. But
Wait.
like, bro, he said he was gonna do this to this guy in here.
He stood
said
over the
he's
nigga.
smoking on this person in this song. Like,
You just got to counter sue and be like, we're suing on behalf of the victims of all the aforementioned people in your son's tracks. And like, it's going to
Yeah.
get thrown out, bro.
It's
Yeah,
gonna get
yeah,
thrown out.
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Unfortunately. But it would be a great precedent to set.
yeah. Well, listen, we'll keep our eyes on this because the case is it's a case that's in the
Yeah.
courtrooms right now.
Yeah.
But salute to Mama Duck for trying.
Salute, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I got another story for y'all.
Yeah.
Top 5 makes peace with DJ Snoopy.
Top 5's out.
We're not doing this again. You know what's funny though? Why I keep on laughing at this? Because I felt this is the most corniest beef. Okay, so here they are. Here's Bundog reporting.
The artist is under control. Your Honor, we want to let you know that this week we'll be promoting peace, love, and unity all week, and we'll be starting with DJ Snoopy. We already squashed the beef with DJ drama across the border.
Hold on. Does that look like Snoopy wanted to do that handshake, or was that a handshake under duress?
Hey, Snoopy, blink twice.
I know, right?
This week. So any ops that want to squash the beef, please reach out. And we hope that this will make the CP24 6 o'clock news, because the artist is under control and he is squashing all beef this week. We have breaking.
I know they're trying to be serious, but I keep.
No, this is honestly this is entertaining though.
It's entertaining.
Oh man,
I like that they're kind of playing into like
what's going on.
Yeah, the narrative, and it's like half satire, half real. Like I think they know what they're doing, and hopefully they get like some type of streaming thing going, because I feel like them streaming all day, like
Snoopy
even if
and 5.
No,
like no
5.
5 Bundog and YG.
Yeah.
What are they called? The Walalus?
What? I didn't know that.
Hell?
They have a name?
Yeah, they called themselves something. I probably butchered it. They said it on the Leah May.
Yo, I'm not laughing at the name. I'm maybe laughing at the butcher.
How you said the butcher. I super butchered that.
That's a wild name. The Walaus?
No. It's something else.
I need to find out, man. I'm a DM one of these guys. So here's a message from Snoopy, right? I guess he got some backlash for making peace. Mm-hmm. Did he get any backlash? I wasn't completely keeping up with this.
No,
I didn't really see.
No, everybody one day it's like, oh, 5, you're in trouble. Then the next day everyone was like, positive. Well, in the comments. So I don't think he got that type of backlash. I just feel like people are like, they don't understand it. If you're not from down them ways there, you wouldn't understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's about time. Those type of little tiffs. I call them tiffs because no one got hurt, no one died, nothing. So it's a tiff.
Nothing.
You can live to see the next day, right? And that's basically what these guys want. They want to live to see the next day. So instead of running around acting crazy, getting negative energy to our city, right? Because nobody wants to book you guys because it's negative.
Oh, maybe this is that. That's what they're doing.
You got to get booked,
program,
bro.
Yeah.
You got to clean this up a little bit, guys. Like we can't look like we're beefing each other all the time.
And 5 just came home, and the narrative that people have on him, including CP24, is that he's going to be a problem.
And that's the thing, is because he said one thing on the network, right here on this network. Oh, we need. Oh, I'm going to get these guys together. We're going to get this together. We're going to get that together. But in the back end, you don't know, niggas is like, we ain't getting nothing together. Just go on and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? So I see what it is for what it is. I take it for what it is, right? But if he really is meaning what he's going to do, step on it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be friends with everybody, but be friends with enough people in the industry that when you do come around, it's a joyful thing.
You're not radioactive.
Yeah, like you're just not this online. I call it an online energy.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? You want to be legendary in this shit. You need to be somebody that is approachable. People are not scared of. They want to be around. They want to book you. They want you there at their events. They want you there. You know what I'm saying? They want you. They want you in that room. They'll pay you, brother.
Yeah.
Don't pay you, brother, but you got to be something that's, I call it shock value. Right now, you're at the point, you're internet energy. You're an internet energy. So what catapults into that, which will become dollar signs, is when you become shock value on the internet energy. So once he becomes more of that instead of a negative energy, whew, there's no holding back. You see that little nigga on WWE getting, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he'll start getting some bags in like places where people will be like, yeah, bring him into the office.
Yeah.
He's not some just guy who's supposed to be a threat. You know
yes, and yo, bro, I'm telling you, the way Atlanta blew up, even though now they have their beefs, right? Because after a while, friends do, best friends become strangers.
Yeah.
So shit does happen, but if, let's say we can go on a 10-year run now, because Drake already had his run. What he's tried to put people on, but everybody was like, oh, like everything goes a little bit not our way. Right? Yeah. So if we can go a 10-year run of just some unity in the city, pockets of groups that are working together, right? Boom.
Be out of here.
Thank you. That's what we need right now. It's like that unity of pockets of groups and rap groups and You know what I mean? Cruise, but not cruise to kill people. Cruise to kill the mic.
Yeah.
There's no cruise right now. There's a rap cruise.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, they're trying. Like
That-
you see, Top 5, Boondog, and YG are all great artists on their own.
Yeah.
So for them to like have their little team together, that's
Crew.
a good look.
Yeah. Now let's get another couple crews. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Put the differences aside, and y'all do the same. You don't gotta follow monkey see, monkey do shit, but do what you guys do.
Yeah.
And everybody shut up. And if there is some gang activity going on, keep that out of the music business here. Because this is all, like I've always said, you know, Canadian music entertainment, like the world is white. So we're not getting, you don't have black A&Rs that want to sign the hardest nigga on the block running around here and giving you guys deals. You know what I'm saying? So in order for you to get that deal, you got to kind of be shock value clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Professional.
You gotta be cleaner than a baby's bottom. You know what I mean? Who shot him? You know what I'm saying? That's what they gotta be asking. Who shot him? Right? Because you cleaner than a baby's bottom. So it's like these niggas gotta understand, like, it's different what they want to see from what you are giving them. You know what I mean? Once you get that math and flip it and you'll get the money will be landing in your bank account like cha-ching.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Let me play something here from Snoopy and see what he's saying about the results.
No.
Up all the platforms on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, the blog pages that post positivity, all the good things that happen in the city. And I just want to tell the pages that don't do that to suck my dick, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that do positive shit in the city, and you guys just highlight all the negative stuff. Like, it's us against the world. Like, why not post positive stuff? Like, you guys, I understand, okay, you guys might charge people to post their positive shit, but when it comes to negative, you guys are posting it for free. Like, come on now. You're lucky people don't know your real fiesta, because we need to put on the road for real. So, like I said, someone on the page for do better, highlight the good things that people do around the city, like myself and others. You know what I mean? Like, I DJ for a lot of celebrities.
Okay, we'll stop there. So, I don't know. I think a lot of people reposted that.
Yeah.
Because it was Top 5, it was involved in it. And it was a positive thing that was happening. But I do get what he's saying, that a lot of positive shit happens, but people don't repost it.
Nope.
But I don't know. I feel like that's an old complaint, man.
That's like the nature of the internet. And like, guess what? You can post something positive and you go in the comment section, it's, the comments are so negative.
Yeah, or
like,
it's non-existent, bro.
I get what he's saying. He's like, the energy has to lift up. You have to lift up yourselves, guys. You have to see it more of a lift up thing. Like, see, because Friday, you're an internet guy. You're in the internet streets. So you kind of have this thing like, you hear click, click, and you know, like, something negative makes a positive. Right? Now, if, let's just say miraculously, it was to switch tomorrow morning. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People wanted positive content.
People want that, and that's the thing with Toronto. He's talking about Toronto. He's not talking about the rest of the world that has pure bullshit going on in their world, right? He's talking about us. In order for it to really boom, we have to pump fake these people a little bit. We have to pump fake. We have to really make it look like we're holding hands, dog. You know what I'm saying? So that the deals can roll in. The sponsorships can roll in for the rappers and for the entertainers and the things, because they'll be like, let's go there. Canada's supposed to be nice. So we keep having this thing about proving that we're crazy, which we are, but it won't, because like you see, like I said before, that the negative is now the positive. If you just turn that positive around, something can happen still, because it's just like everything is so used to being negative.
Yes, I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, when it comes to somebody like Top 5, the amount of negative attention that's been around him has made him extremely popular. Now, yes, he has an opportunity to turn it around because he has all this attention. But if he didn't go so hard with all of this smoking ops, negative bullshit, would he be as popular as he is right now? Because he was a rapper before all of that. He was doing all that, and nobody was jacking him like that, bro. When he was shirt off shorty.
Well, you said it. You just said it. No one was jocking him like that. So he obviously knew he had to play into some type of character to get everybody's attention.
Yeah.
Granted. Now, the character that he can play, because he's now more of an adult, right, is I turned this around. I used to be a flipping rude boy running around here. All right?
Yeah.
We all know that. All right? But I did this now with my life.
Yes.
I can go here, here, and here.
But if that became a thing where it's like, don't even do that in the first place, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
No, we would still have a good conversation about him, but because he would have been working harder at his music and his talent, right? So once he got more recognized off of his bullshit, right, he didn't have to really work too much on his talent.
Yeah.
But
right?
was music always the main talent of Top 5? I feel like his main talent was
He's a stepper.
his personality and like his background. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little stepper. So
No. It wasn't always starting with the stepper shit. It started with him always being next to all those
The
different
celebrities. Yeah.
taking
Right?
pictures, he'd hang out.
Yeah, he was getting popular off of that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So he was, people started to know his name just off of just always seeing him with celebrities.
Yeah.
But like if he just kept on running that into the ground, I'm the shirt off guy who's around celebrities, would we be having a conversation about Top 5 right now?
No, he had to make the music. He brought it together with the music. Like he took that and then the music kind of like propelled it.
If he didn't take the villain arc and turn into the smoking the ops guy that for like the last few years and then went on the run and all the crazy things, like the amount of people who are able to make content off of him going through his run and all that, like, would we be having a conversation about the moves he's making right now?
Hard to say.
Nah.
Hard to say yes and hard to say no, because you know what? He was just living out his life.
Yeah.
It's the way the cookie crumbled for him. So yes, we would still be talking about him.
I doubt it.
I
don't think he'd be that popular.
I think no matter what, like people look for a story and he has a crazy story. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's almost like a WWE character.
It's the way it tumbleweeded. His life just tumbleweeded.
Or snowballed,
right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if we weren't gonna speak about him today, now he made sure we do. So he put his shit into trajectory. It's still going.
Yeah.
Bro, we would still be talking about him because we're talking about him right now.
Maybe.
Like, you gotta see it like that. Like, I see it in a weird way. Like, it's the way it tumbleweed. He's like, yeah, these niggas they ain't talking about me now, but they're gonna be talking about me later. And then boom.
Yeah.
It's hard for, it's one, like not every stepper is a good rapper, and not every stepper who's a good rapper has the personality.
Yes.
So he kind of had like the trio, so like it was able to kind of help him grow with the audience. You know?
Yeah. Like, I'm not excusing the fuckery.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it was kind of necessary for him to be as popular as he is now. Like, we're talking about him over here in Toronto, but we're one of the little amount of Toronto creators, because we don't have that much creators. Most of the people who are talking about this nigga are in America, bro.
America. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is crazy to become that popular, even though it's off of fuckery.
Yeah.
But to become that popular where, like, bro, like all these other bloggers all over the place are like, let's see what we can make off of this, because he's a hot topic. He's good SEO. You know what I'm saying?
He cracked the algorithm border.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, minus the effery, you're not getting that, bro.
So he's like, okay, why should I drop my video now? We go like 10 million.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of like he's trapped in a way where it's like, if he doesn't turn up and become like, be quote unquote problematic, people stop paying attention.
Yeah, once you sign up for the villain arc, it's like, it's hard to turn.
Yeah.
After you turn heel, it's hard to turn back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, okay, he made friends with Snoopy, but is his next song going to be like, yo, I want peace, I want peace? Like,
no, he's still dropping
some K9 type tracks.
No, he's dissing the man in the States
not
now.
K9.
He's
here, boy.
He's dissing the man in the States, if anything.
Don't know, Cubicle Gang. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna head out. Got some peoples to entertain.
Okay. I want to take a quick break from this episode to give a big shout out to Only Loud, Canada's one-stop shop for your favorite legacy brands and all things loud. Only Loud provides mail order delivery nationwide and same-day delivery to those in the Ottawa area. Check them out at onlyloud.ca or follow them on their socials, Instagram at onlyloudcanada or on Snapchat onlyloud.ca for more exclusive content. Only Loud is not just a product, it's a lifestyle. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer. Okay. All right. So the whole thing, just continuing, to end this top 5 segment here, quick, fast, right? Him going around and making peace with Snoopy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to help to change his image? Because there was a couple of things I was seeing, right? Like on CP24, they had a whole segment on him recently. There was a ex-homicide police saying that, his case might still be open. He has to watch out and ray-tay-tay. And one of the first things that Bundog was saying is like, yo, post this on CP24.
You're taunting them? You're trying to say?
We're not taunting them, but like, yo, why don't you guys post us doing something positive? Because you've been posting a lot of other, like they posted the Leah May interview on CP24, bro.
I know.
I'm like, yo, you guys are like microscope watching this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So stuff like this, maybe there's probably more peace things that they might publicly film, might help to like change the image. So like CP24, post that instead.
So I gotta do more than that, brother. You're gonna have to hand out some turkeys tomorrow. You know what I'm saying, dog? Like,
true.
You gotta
Happy
hand out
Thanksgiving.
some turkeys, dog, and kiss some babies and help some old ladies, dog.
Well, the people right now who are watching this or listening to this, it's Thanksgiving already, so hopefully he has already given out some turkeys.
You gotta give out some turkeys, Nick. Gotta kiss some babies and you know what I mean? So
go meet up with Chow.
Yeah, like to me, I love the man them. So. But to me, that's, are you taunting them? You know what I mean? I'd have to ask that as an OG. You know what I'm saying? I'd have to be like, yo, man, are you taunting them or what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's a thing where we're going to look like we're doing something positive, all right, you guys link up with Snoopy. All right, you guys put on the blood clot turkey drive, which they probably did in the hood anyways. But you know how I mean. Get out there, you guys show your faces together.
Yeah.
Everybody let's do an appreciation show for the city or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, have all the media teams there and let's let them see you guys hugging on stage and having a great time and man's repeating same tunes and you know what I'm saying?
That's that wishful thinking again.
Nah, man, it can happen, bro. It can happen because that night, if you think about it, like let's get some paper and then you guys are going home with some racketies in your pocket, you'll be like, God damn it, let's do this again. Hey, you calling man in the morning like that was a great one. You never spoke to this you wanted to kill this person 3 weeks ago.
Now you made $10,000 for the night.
You want to do this again? They want to see this. You ready? We're
That's
friends.
better than going OT.
Yeah, we're friends, doc. We're friends. We could all be friends. Trust me. You tell the killers stay back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go do it the business. So yeah. That's how I see it, man. If they just do it like that and everything will be together.
Well, we'll keep our eye on the progress. Hopefully, we'll see more positive things. And when it comes to top 5, like we were discussing before, because he has such a spotlight on him.
Yeah.
If people are looking for positive content instead of negative content, maybe he's the vehicle to get it through because everybo's already looking at him. So he has to pull it audible. Now, when you see me, it's positive. Aha.
Right. And you know what, dog? Nothing beats the God energy. Nothing beats God energy. Never think you are bigger than God energy. Right? Doesn't matter how much the devil could be there and holding it down and making you do the things, you know what I mean? You never knew you could do. But nothing's overdoes the God energy. All right. So nothing's above that. So if I see a man who was in a critical condition flipping 2 months ago, and then now he's out on the road, and then he came out, he was wilding because you just got you're hot, you're still from in there, right? So you're gonna get that out of you, right? And then you got a friend who's gonna calm you down and be like, yo, sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? Before they make some change out of you. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna listen to that because you might have got a close call, you might have got a call. Yeah. And then you deal with that. I am going to tune into that boy doing positive things. All right? Because that's what's going to hold his career to me personally. That's what's going to hold his career. It would be like, yo, this guy used to be a stepper, wilding. Now he's out here kissing babies, hugging old ladies, helping them across the street and all that. Even though, bro, you can still be a shatta. You know what I mean? But you're more of a shatta
Don't play with me, but I'm nice now.
I'm a shotter. I can do this.
Yeah.
I want to be able to take, when he has kids, he wants to be able to just walk them to the park, bro, and everyone's still like, oh, there's Top 5, and he's a flipping 35, 38-year-old man. But the people them still will know him. I say, hey, man, somebody give this guy an acting gig or something, man. Get him in something, man.
Yeah.
Get him out of here, man. Just let him get the hell out of here. He needs to get out of here, dog.
Yeah, Toronto's negative energy.
Yeah, they just need to get him out of here, man. Get him out of here, man. Get him something, man. Go to acting school, 5, and just get it. You know what I mean? Go get a coach. You know what I'm saying?
No, big facts.
And turn this into some real flipping coin. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just want to see that. I just want to see a homegrown nigga. You're not gonna look soft if you're in one of 50 Cent's shows and
hell no.
You're the guy. You're playing out the same villain character that you do here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing.
Yeah,
I won't think of you crazy.
Knowing what I know about 5 from speaking to him, I that's something I don't think he would turn down. If 50 was like, yo, bro, I'll give you a role in one of my new series.
Yeah.
I'll put you in BMF or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be like, nah, bro, I'm too much of a stepper for that.
We laugh him. We be like, "Are you?" If he did that, I think 50 would still kind of rate him. Be like, "Nah, man, he chose the street."
Yeah, but we would be like, "Bro, you an idiot! You turned down the bag. You fumbled the bag."
Well, something. Even if he's doing something else, it doesn't even have to be in his villain character, right? But I'm just saying, like,
do a rom-com, bro.
Yeah, like, bro, just please, somebody get him a plane ticket.
He's there with the ladies all the time. He's connected to this gal, that gal. Do a rom-com, bro.
Yeah. Or what's it called? A 20 versus 1.
Yo, listen, let's stop because we might give him too much ideas, man.
No, we gotta give him the ideas. We gotta give him.
I'm saying the other people, them like.
Oh, they're not, but it won't work with them
because we'll deal with it ourselves.
It's supposed to be with 5. You know what I'm saying? So it won't work with them.
Yeah. We could produce some of them ideas.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's.
Oh yeah,
no more ideas.
Think about it like that.
But salute to Top 5.
All right.
You know what I mean, keep doing your thing, brother.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna skip this TD bank hit for $33, and actually, I just want to touch on this quick fast. Did you see this? TD bank hit with 33. With record US $33 billion fine for drug cartel money. So they got hit with a fine for cleaning money. So the TD Bank will pay US $3 billion to settle charges that failed to properly monitor money laundering by drug cartels, regulator announced Thursday. The fines include $1.3 billion penalties that will be paid to the U.S. Treasury Department Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, a record fine for a bank. TD also intends to pay $1.8 million to the U.S. Justice Department and plead guilty to resolve the U.S. government's investigation that the bank violated the Bank's Secrecy Act and allowed money laundering.
Wow.
So, I guess they were a little bit too loose over there at the bank with
nice right now.
Who's one of their clients. They're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
What you got you got a van with a whole bunch of bags of money in it? Sure. You could become a client. Bring it in. Put it in the vault.
Yeah. Yeah. He said he's been saving it like his whole life.
TD is the turn the other cheek bank, bro.
Toronto, aren't they called Toronto Dominion?
They are. And they're all over the place too.
Yeah. You can go to the States and still see them.
Yeah. So they've been.
But how are they getting sued by the Americans? That's what I want to know if it's a Canadian banking.
Because they could be doing it in the TDs in the States too.
Oh, the flex is more.
It might not be only TDs over here.
I don't think it's over here.
It might be a TD that's like in Seattle or something, or a TD in Atlanta or whatever. And, guys are just coming in with truckloads of money and they're just like, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they running their own scams in there.
Or might be the TD might be the place where like they heard like, yo, I heard if you go sign up with TD, we can clean this money way easier than Bank of America or one of the other banks out there. You know what I mean? So TD might be the lick. It might be the laundromat. The laundromat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now they're getting hit for $3 billion because they just relax with their practices, basically.
Yeah. Well, to me, all these big dogs are getting caught. I wonder why.
It's the year of exposure, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's been that. They want 2024 to hurry the hell up and finish.
Yeah, bro.
For sure.
Stop exposing everybody.
Like, this is crazy.
Not even the bank is safe, bro.
Not even the bank is safe.
We've been laundering all this money all this time. Then Cat Williams going to go talk his shit, and now they coming for us too. Like, damn.
God damn. Stay out the way, people. Whoever's doing some dirt.
Yeah, bro. But even like to want to take $3 billion. How much laundering happened over there, bro?
But see, that's the thing. The reason why they take it because banks are running out of money. So what they do is every day they rely on people to put money in it. Yeah. And what it is like it's like an imaginary number that's in your account, and they got to still borrow it. You notice, like, you want $10,000 out of your own account. Yeah, they're gonna tell you it takes this amount of days. Yeah. Right? Because technically they don't have it.
Unless you're with TD. Maybe TD got it.
They got it.
They went and talked to some guy who got a mustache like Czar. And he was like, okay, puto, put the money in
bring
there.
It in, puto.
They're like, you want 10,000 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
You want it in cash?
Cash? I got it.
We don't even know how to transfer it to you. We got it in cash right now.
Right? But that's where I think it works out.
Yeah, because like some drug czar goes in there, brings a bunch of money, right? And then somebody asks for a loan for their house, and they're taking the money from the drug dealer.
From there. But knowing that they're going to get the payments back in a couple of days before that man comes to be like, what is my money? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I need something from my account now, you know?
Exactly.
And they're like, no.
Oh, that would be.
It takes this amount of days to get it out.
This is why I can't be in certain positions, because if I own a bank, you know how many drug dealers I'd let come be a bank, be with my bank, be a client?
Yeah, and I'm buying a house off of their money.
Yeah. Wow, they're dropping like 100,000 at a time every time they come to the bank, bro. My bank is stacked.
I'm signing myself out of mortgage, Jackie.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, God damn, I'm gonna have a mansion in this bitch.
I'm gonna have to put a safe in my crib for the amount of money that these guys keep on bringing in here, bro.
Holy.
Yeah, man.
But now you're involved.
Not once. They got sued. they got investigated on. Imagine they probably took a while for this investigation to be complete, because you know these things take years.
Yeah.
So they've been probably under investigation for like 2-3 years, bro.
Yeah, or the wrong person got fired.
Yeah. Whistleblower.
Yeah, and a whistleblower came out of nowhere like, stop.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. I just want to put that on the radar for the people who might be trying to get into money laundering, I guess.
Nah, bro.
Don't go to TD anymore. It's hot. The block's hot over there.
Oh, man.
I want to talk about the word nigga. Big salute to Steamin' Hot Grabber with a variety of different grabber flavors and dispensers. They got red rose grabber, that red herring grabber, and peanut butter. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabber, and use the code WeLoveHipHop and receive a discount on your order. Again, you can find them on Instagram, Steamin' Hot Grabber. Now let's get back to the show. Cheer. And who can say it and who can't say it?
Okay.
So, Toronto's first lady, aka Chromazz, she got into a lot of issues for that word. And she's been out here in the scene talking for a while, saying, and for the most part, I don't see anybody in Toronto ever, we've asked her about it in an interview before, but for the most part, people don't have a problem with her using the word nigga.
Yeah, they do.
Publicly, I haven't heard people say, yo, stop saying nigga, besides us.
And then who else could say it besides us?
Who? No, I'm not talking about us as black people. I'm talking about We Love Hip Hop.
Yeah, I know.
We asked her about it in an interview, which I'll play a clip of.
Yeah.
But I haven't ever seen like people jump online and be like, yo, Chromazz needs to stop saying
Hold on.
In Toronto.
Okay, granted, but why? Like, they can't.
Why not?
What are they gonna? They're gonna get on their own thing and be like, these are people in the comments like, oh, if I see her, she gets a deaf eyes.
Yeah.
That's a random person, right?
But no artist has never said Chromazz can't say nigga. And she says it like on Twitch streams or whatever, or with other artists who are black artists, and nobody ever like flinches. Nobody's ever like, stop, you can't say that.
Because you know what? They're all wishing they could F her one day. You know what I mean? Niggas thinking with their dicks. So, yeah. But the minute she would be in the same room and she calls that, they'd slap the white off of her.
I don't even think so, bro.
You don't think so?
They'd be smashing. If they could smash, they'd let her call it with the ER while they're smashing. Yeah,
You're
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even. I don't
so
know.
I'm going to play a clip
it's
here.
A touchy subject.
She got on stream with Aiden Ross and Charleston White.
Yeah.
Okay. And Charleston White checked her.
Duh. There's niggas everywhere. You should know that.
No, it ain't. No, there ain't niggas everywhere. Niggas come from America. Because the word niggas come from America. Niggas got nappy hair. Niggas eat pork chops. No, it ain't niggas everywhere. Now, you got that lady, and you ain't no nigga. Now, you just using the word nigga, but you ain't no nigga. And you can't that word. Man, you can't my nigga me to death, and you ain't no nigga.
I'm a real ass nigga.
You ain't no motherfucking nigga. You don't want to be nigga.
No.
You don't know nothing about being. You don't know nothing about being no nigga.
I just told you I'm a real ass
call
nigga.
yourself. You can't.
I've been a real ass nigga.
You can't sit down with your grandmama them and say you a nigga. I can.
With what? Sit down with
your family. You can't be a nigga with your family. They got niggas. And you don't.
My family knows who I am. No, I'm different with my family.
No. Listen. Only way you can be a nigga, you got to reject your family's teaching. Because all niggas reject their family's teaching.
He's just being ignorant right there.
What does that mean?
This nigga.
We don't.
Hold on. Can I stop there for a second? Sneeko, because Sneeko half black, right?
Yeah.
He's like, what does that mean? Because Charleston's right in the ways like he's saying like, you know, when he's trying to check somebody who he deems non-black for saying the word nigga, but like he's also adding extra sauce.
Yeah.
With the niggas don't respect the teaching and all that. Like, calm down, bro.
No, I know how he's saying it though. If you a nigga, then you don't respect your teacher. You don't respect this and that because that's a derogatory word, right? It means lazy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was a way of them making us feel small because we invented everything. They know where we came from, right? So how did they get us into slavery? Making you feel small. How did they make you feel to make you do more work? Call you lazy, so you went harder.
Yeah. No. He's talking in the literal sense of the word nigga. Rather than what it's become now at this point.
Yeah, he's really going there. That's why he's like, you ain't never been a day in the nigga's shoes. And that's real. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's real, bro.
Let's continue the clip here.
Yeah.
We don't value education. We don't value working hard.
I know how he's saying it.
No, that's the nigga.
I get
She want to be an uneducated, miseducated woman. Man, you got privilege.
I'm educated.
Man, you ain't no real niggas in Toronto.
Oh, whoa.
Man, that's them free slaves.
How dare you? Come to Toronto then. Come to Toronto, pussy. Come to Toronto. How dare you? How dare you say there's no real niggas in Toronto? Are you dumb?
The niggas never made it
out of your
off
mind?
the plantation. You up there with them free niggas. Them niggas got away from slavery. The niggas never got away from slavery. What the hell is you talking about, girl? You don't even know your family.
He's trying to get super.
I know how he feels.
Talk to me.
I know how he feels. Like this non-apparent melanated woman, right? Like as in a dark-skinned black woman or a light-skinned black woman is trying to call me a nigga right now. And I come from Texas where, what are you doing around here, nigga? Was what he's coming from. His mama.
With the ER.
Was seeing, no colors in a washroom. Him being told, nigga, what you doing here?
Yeah.
Bro.
No, I get what he's saying about Canada doesn't have
with
the whole slave trade.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Canada does have, if you want to call the word niggas, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But with the slave trade, this is where the slaves escaped to.
But it was still going on here too. So
Yes. And we've had a lot of racial oppression that's happened in Canada that was rooted from the slave times too. You know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
So he maybe he doesn't know or doesn't give. But
No. That's where he got her. Because if she knew where it comes from and stuff, and she knew about black culture here, and you're embedded in it, you would have been able to say something back that sounded at least some educated answer to be like, hold on, wait, what are you talking about? This is where they came to be free. And he would have respected you more.
And she was getting defensive off of there's no niggas because she feels like
you sounded
there's no
like
gangsters.
A coon.
Yeah,
that sounded like a dunce cap.
Don't say that we don't got no gangsters over here.
That's
not what he means.
That's not what he. You ain't got no niggas over here.
Yeah,
if you want to use that word,
right?
Yeah.
So is she? Oh, Joe, trust me.
You know, he's ignorant deep. He's deep ignorant.
Yeah, and I would be too. I would be too because I'm like, yo, visually you don't look like a nigga, which that doesn't mean every black person is that.
Yeah.
So what you are calling your friends who are real motherfuckers when you want to say, right, are lazy. So every time I call you my nigga, I'm like, yo, what's up, my lazy ass nigga?
Yeah.
That's because that's what it means. That's how they used to get us to work, dog. Come on. And if she had known those things, she could have actually have been like, had a decent conversation with this nigga and been like, yo, with Uncle Ruckus, and been like, this is what I know.
What are we asking here? With all due respect to Chromazz,
yeah,
like Charleston White is on the ball. Like he's a content king. It's hard to debate somebody like Charleston White. Even when you're right, it's hard to debate him.
But if you show that you have some type of sensibility, he can agree.
He might fall back and listen.
He will yeah.
Because I could hear
and he'll teach you something.
I could hear somebody trying to have a debate with him, and he'd just be like, no, and it's just like, bro, I'm making great points right now. Bro.
Yeah,
like,
but
calm down.
But hold on, he didn't pay you for that character. Like he's not gonna give you that. He knows when to bring that character in. He was being paid for that character, but then he's like, hold up, this stupid, what the hell am I talking to right now? What did she say? Huh?
Yeah. So I'm gonna play her response to it.
So I've been seeing a lot of females commenting saying men just give Chromazz the N-word pass because she's pretty or because she's bad as fuck, whatever the fuck you want to call it, bitch. Do you think I need a pass to say nigga? Do you think I need a pass to speak the way I've been speaking my entire fucking life? Do you think any real nigga or any real bitch doesn't have bigger fish to fry? Like when somebody tries to say like, oh, don't say nigga, you can't say nigga, you're not black. It's like, do you live for that word nigga? Is that all you fucking live for? Like, why do you care so much? Is that what the fuck you live for? That's some fucking nigga shit.
I gotta stop this, man.
My ancestors are gonna clobber you in your sleep, Regin. You are going, yo, bro, we're putting it on you right now. Boom. You're done. Yeah, fam. You have to shut your lips, B.
Here's the thing, bro. She's doubling and tripling down and totally disregarding the levity of the word, right? Like, oh, we got bigger fish to fry. Not everybody has bigger fish to fry because people are still dealing with racial injustice. And you have to be sensitive to that.
You gotta be sensitive.
I'm looking at the camera. I'm talking to if Chroma sees this.
Yeah.
You have to be sensitive to people that are like darkly melanated that still get looked at crazy at a store and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that word niggas, some people don't have bigger fish to fry than the word nigga.
It's the way it sounds when it's coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound with like with love.
And the thing is, I was here to low key. I was coming here to defend her.
Nope.
Because she does have a clip on the We Love Hip Hop podcast explaining when we asked her about this, because we asked her about it. I'm gonna finish this clip because once I started listening to the clip, I feel like my plan just changed because like your response is trash, girl.
It's bad.
Holy.
It's bad.
Fucking, it doesn't make sense. When I say nigga, I don't mean black person. I mean man or, you know, my friend. When I say I'm a real nigga, that means I'm a real mother. That's facts.
Okay, but that's how you mean it. That doesn't mean that's how people take it.
That's not how I see it.
Yes. You have to be sensitive to how people take it, no matter how you may mean it.
I wish she had, even if she has even if she has 25% black in her, right? No one in her family has ever had to go through a non-colored washroom. You can't eat here, stuff like that from them times. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. The part of her family that has black in them,
they don't recognize it.
Maybe they did. I don't know.
They don't want no drop of it. They don't like themselves. That's a person that doesn't like themselves.
Well, that's the whole Latina or
they don't like
Afro-Latina
enough of them. Yo, you tell a Dominican he go, no, I'm a Dominican.
No, I'm Dominican.
You more racist than us.
Dominican.
Yeah, get that out of here, bro. You cannot come to me with that caca fart, dog.
Like your hair's kinky. You darker than me. You black.
I don't black. Me Dominican. Okay, you sit over there with your Dominican ass. When the police come to pick your black ass up, you tell them you Dominican, nigga.
Me no black.
All right? Yeah, me no black. Okay, brother. Okay, believe what you want to believe. Now, but then you're gonna want to fight me and call me a nigger. Okay, cool. I'm gonna whoop your ass even double time because you even think you're not one. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you did not go through. You don't have a visible parent in your home that can say, "Yo, I came up in these times."
Okay, I'm gonna play the clip because we did ask her about it.
Yeah, I know.
All right, and I think this got lost in translation.
Telling me like, oh, stop.
This got lost in the internet. And it did well. The freaking video has 18,000 views. This is like from four years ago, June 20th, 2020, when we asked her about this because she had caught backlash back then.
Yeah,
it's in the title, N-word backlash, because she was going through it back then. This is not her first time at the rodeo with the word nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Black, like, little do you know, my grandmother's black, but I'm not gonna go on the gram saying like my grandmother, like, you know, try to defend it. So honestly, I'm just gonna stop. Like, it's hard for me because it is in my vocabulary, but I'm just gonna stop saying nigga because honestly, it's something so small and I know it bothers people. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm just like, and I don't want to be mistaken for actually saying like the full like hard ER, like, because I don't even talk like that to begin with. So that's what, like, before, like, when people would say, like, oh, just stop saying it. Like, even, like, people would reach out to me saying, like, oh, you're burning bridges by saying the N-word. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, this is how I talk. I'm not going to change. But, like, the way that I see it now, it's something so small. And, like, if it bothers people, like, you know, I'm going to at least try to minimize it as much as I can.
But they're right, though.
This aged badly.
Yeah.
She didn't minimize shit.
You know, to make her, you know what? That's why it's like, why haven't you been on like some baddie show or something yet? You know what I'm trying to say? And it's not because of the N-word. You got to go there and then start saying an N-word. Those girls will beat the shit out of you.
Punch her right in the mouth.
Right in the mouth. You need the shit kicked out of you.
Or she'll have to explain what she just explained to us right here.
I don't give a damn. You didn't walk in the room with your grandmother for me to see that your grandmother is a black woman.
Yes, but okay. And it's great that you brought this up because why does she would have to do this? But then like somebody like Sharp doesn't have to do it.
But Sharp is black.
When you look at Sharp right away, do you see black?
Black comes in all shapes, shades, and sizes, my dog. But
exactly.
His family is those red skin, probably the Native American ones that are real and they're actually black. But they, you know what I'm saying? There's a little white in them here and there. Those red skin still have straight hair, black people that they have.
Yes,
bro.
but you're assuming this.
No, I know
have to
this.
Explain this.
You should know. As a black man, I can look at him and know he is a black man. You should know. Every black man can look at.
You know how I assumed that Sharp was black?
How?
When he started saying us as black people, us black people.
Because
he kept on saying that, and I was like, okay, he's mixed.
Yeah.
Right away. Because when he first came on the screen and he was like, black, I'm nigga, I was like,
no.
But then when he was like, you know, when it comes to us black people, I was like, all right, cool, he black.
Thank you. He at least said it. When it comes to us, he recognizes what he is.
He recognizes what he looks like. Because look at this picture right here on the screen.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me right away when you see this person, if he doesn't speak, if he's not like, yo, my nigga, whatever, that you're just going to assume this is a black man?
Yeah. I know what black people, I know my black people, dog.
Bro.
Yes.
You're going off of the already knowing he's Sharp. If you didn't,
the first time I ever seen him on what's it called? Soft White Underbelly.
You thought he was black.
I knew he was black.
That's you, bro. I don't know. Maybe comment gang strong. Let me know if when you first see Sharp, or if you were to see Sharp and not know who he was with the volume muted, you're going to assume that this person on the screen is a black man.
Can be Hispanic, yes, or some sort.
Or Portuguese or something.
Half-breed, right? Half-breed, or no, them red-skinned niggas.
Yes, but
that is from California.
As niggas, as black people, right?
Yeah.
We know, okay, that there are, like I have an aunt that's Sharp's complexion.
So do I.
Right? But we know this.
Straight hair.
From the outside, do you think people who are not black just can look and assume that Sharp is black?
I don't care if they don't see it.
No, but I'm asking you a question.
Yes,
it's not
sir.
about if you care or not. Do you think if some white kid goes and looks and sees Sharp without him talking, assume that he's black?
No, they're stupid though. Because they don't got it like us.
No, but I'm saying there's a point to this. If they're seeing people who don't look like us saying nigga, it makes it where they think it's cool. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, yeah, until they figure out the boy is black.
But the thing is, they don't have the education, they don't have family members to have to know this. They're just looking at some guy who looks clear as he looks white on to me. If I'm some white kid, I'm gonna think Sharp's white and he just says nigga. So it must be cool for me to say it too. And another problem when it comes to the Chromazz thing, and here's where I came to defend her. A lot of people in Toronto say nigga that are like not even Hispanic or Afro-Latina or whatever that Chromazz could use to defend herself, have a black family member. They be full Indian, they be full whatever, like Afghani youths. All these youths be out here nigga all the time, bro.
I know, and they sound stupid.
But nobody checks them. Their brethren around them don't check them.
Because they're the same people. They're all saying it like as if they're wishing they were me.
Yeah, but we might
wishing
check them as
they were
older
me.
heads, right? But us older heads might be like, yo, y'all shouldn't say that.
Because
but their friends who are black, Jamaicans, Africans, whatever, ain't telling them shit. They're letting their little Iranian friends say nigga all the time. They're letting their white friends say it too.
Yeah, because that you probably has more money than them.
But here's the thing. We did it too.
Who?
Us.
When?
How many guys?
I don't have no white friend that can say that. They even when we were rapping, if they were in the studio with me and they're like, "Yo, I'm saying that word," they're like, they put a blank on that. Crazy.
Well, okay, but not about the white friends. What about the Indian friends?
I don't have too many. So at the end of the day, they would never say that in front of me.
There's artists that have got.
I'll just say his name.
Genghis Khan, Robbie Khan, great friends of mine, but they've said nigga.
Robbie Khan,
he's Trini.
You know, you're Guyanese. But equally,
does he have black in his family?
No, yes, he does, but his two parents probably are not of black. He's Indian, yeah.
Right. So then he might have like a grandparent that has black in them.
Possibly.
Okay. Same as Chromazz.
Yeah, but you know what I can say to this? With those type of cultural, they are black. Technically, the Indian man, he is black. All right, some of them come from it. So at the end of the day, and he's from a block, an actual block.
No, but coming from a block doesn't give you a nigga pass.
No, it does.
We've done that, and that's wrong. Coming from a block, just because you come from a place where there's poverty, doesn't mean you should be allowed to say the word nigga.
Yeah, but he's not saying it mad. She sounds mad when she says it.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter. Like she says, she uses it as a term of endearment. My niggas.
Fam, I'm gonna put it this way. Lighter shade of skin, I don't give a damn. You come to me with that bullshit, I'm gonna knock the skin off of you.
So the same standards that people have with Chromazz that you can't say it should be the same thing they say to Genghis Khan, same thing they say to Robbie Khan, same thing they say to anybody who's non-black, or people who we deem non-black, who's out there saying nigga in their raps, interviews, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna defend them a little bit too. They've done some nigga shit. And they've lived in the hood with the man them.
When the cops pull you over, they don't think you're a black person.
No, they're gonna ask you, why do you act black though?
Like we can't give some people the pass and get mad at Chromazz.
No, I'm gonna get mad, bro. It's the way she says it in front of an American who already looks at you as a soft individual. So
Nav used to say it in front of Americans too until they checked him, and then he stopped.
Yeah.
Same thing with Belly. Belly used to say nigga in all his raps before, and what is he? Belly don't got no black in his family, bro.
No, they don't even like us.
He made multiple albums. All his early work, he says nigga. Nobody batted an eye. This is us being hypocritical. Our older heads, I'll tell you now.
Yeah,
older heads are mad hypocritical.
Very much so.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just one of the objective ones.
Very much so.
But we let a lot of shit pass and then get mad at Chromazz for doing the same shit that we let pass. So why the Belly could say nigga, but Chromazz can't?
But he got stopped and he had to sit his fucking Palestinian ass down.
Yeah, but he's Palestinian. He has no nigga in him.
They don't even like us.
So that's why they
really
stopped him. But Chromazz actually has some nigga in her.
How?
She just said her grandparent.
That don't make you one. Your mama then went and slept with a white man. And now you think because you have a black grandmother you could stand up and call people nigga?
So then
get the
why
out of here?
Why?
Sorry.
Yeah, you gotta.
Sorry.
Why then Robbie Khan can say it? Because he got a black grandparent, but he's one of the old school niggas?
Well, fam, I'm gonna be real. Sorry, Robbie, but he's not as popular as
but if
he was, he would probably have gotten checked by the Mandem in his hood already and said, "Yo, easy on that now."
But Mandem in his hood don't tell him nothing. He's a legend.
He's outside with them.
He's a legend now over here in Toronto, bro. Niggas don't tell him shit. He shouldn't be able to say nigga if Chromazz can't say it.
I personally don't think that's just for the music.
And let's move it from Robbie Khan.
Yeah,
Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
Who has no black in him. He's fully Indian.
Yeah.
He's been saying niggas for years and sometimes had backlash on it and doubled down and said, no, I could say nigga because I'm from the hood. That don't 2024 moving to 2025, I'm not taking that excuse anymore. Just because you come from around a bunch of mandem who say nigga and we all came up in poverty doesn't still give you the fucking pass, bro.
So what you're saying is you think he would come up here now and be still on that nigga shit?
Maybe not, because
man?
there's so much internet that's already said it that you can't, that it looks crazy now if you're like still on it.
Thank you.
But once upon a time, mans were doubling down saying, what you mean I can't say nigga? I come from the hood. That's not a good excuse anymore, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
No, it's not. It's definitely not.
Just because you came up around niggas doesn't mean you can say nigga.
But we're not niggas neither.
No, but just because you came up around a bunch of black people who are always saying nigga doesn't mean non-black person, Palestinian, Iranian, or whatever. Just because you got a whole crew of black people in your crew say nigga and give you the pass doesn't mean it's cool, bro.
It doesn't,
then
man.
You're going to bump into a Charleston white who's like, nah, what you saying that for? All my friends told me I could. You know what I mean? Mans in Toronto let me make mad music and nobody told me no. They actually made music with me. Myself included. I'm guilty too, bro. I gave niggas the pass for mad years, bro. People in my generation.
I ain't never gave nobody
Oh,
no
you
pass.
did, bro, because did you ever say anything like, yo, Genghis Khan shouldn't say nigga? Shouldn't.
I didn't care for that because he never said it in front of me. It's
bro,
when you get in front of somebody.
To his tunes too, bro.
No, I didn't. Sorry, Genghis. No, I didn't. I'm sorry, I'm a West End you. I didn't.
But you jammed to Robbie Khan's tunes.
So I'm
and he's saying nigga in his tunes. And that means you gave somebody, a non-black person.
How do you know my face didn't scrunch up? My face scrunches up. Like, ooh. Right? But the way
that means if your face is scrunching up, that means it's wrong.
Yeah, but I'm still like, it doesn't sound mad. It doesn't sound like you're using it.
I've never said that. I don't think Chromazz, you feel Chromazz sounds mad when she
sounds mad when she says it, bro.
But she sounds mad in that video with Charleston White. I'm talking about in her regular times when she just saying nigga, my nigga. She's not like in an aggressive way. She just, that's just part of her vocabulary.
Whose?
Chromazz.
It shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be there.
But my point is if it shouldn't be in Chromazz vocabulary, we should call out all the other non-black people that we've been letting say it for years too, bro. We can't move the goalpost just because, they're one of the man them.
So now I'm supposed to go back and be like, hey, Robbie, erase all the nigga out your tune?
Not erase the out the
Who the hell am I?
But moving forward, you can't say it no more.
Okay, he can't. But at the end of the day, he probably is not going to because of the music that he's making now doesn't sound like that. You're not using the old terms to get your point across. I've listened to his new stuff and I don't hear it, right? Not to be biased, but I'm just saying I didn't hear it like as much. You know what I mean?
As much.
Because the man's making, you know what he's making? He's making soca right now.
Yes, but you said as much. So he must have said I won 2 niggas.
Fam, it's an American adoption that we did. All right. And I just want to say it's not really supposed to be in our vocabulary here in Canada. It should be either brethren or something, or we have our things like Crody and all that. Right.
Yeah.
It really shouldn't be nigga. Nigga is a derogatory word for lazy and for melanated black people that were in the slave trade. Yeah. Right. And it was to make us work. Now, if we stop saying it, a lot of this would not have to be in a conversation anymore.
Right.
I'm just saying it doesn't actually start with her. It starts with us.
Yes.
Like us as the black people. Like you got to find a way not to say it as much because of the fact that especially Canadian entertainers and stuff like that, because it's not what if your mother was born in the 60s and came up in Canada, in Toronto, they were like talking, not saying nigga and shit. They're like talking like jive. You trying to jive me, my man. Like, I'm not saying that's how we're supposed to speak, but it wasn't in the vocabulary. So what it is that we never adopted our own vocabulary here in Canada, which we have actually, and it's most time West Indian.
So you're saying that in the 70s and stuff like that, the black people weren't using the word nigga with each other?
Yes, they probably were. You got to be in a different type of crowd, but I'm saying it's an American
crowd or something. You know,
it's an American thing.
Yeah,
it's an American
it's definitely an
thing.
American thing.
So if you were talking like that out here, you trying to act American.
Yes, it's something that we adopt. A bad thing that was adopted from American culture, and American culture. You know, I know the excuse that like we took the power back and all that. I'm tired of that excuse too. Like, you know, they used to use that word to oppress us, but now we say it because we're taking the power away from it. Like, that's bullshit, man. It's just a lazy way to explain why you just can't stop saying nigga when you speak.
It's bad vocabulary, I think. And
it's super bad vocabulary. It's not the type of vocabulary you're going to use if you're trying to get a job. So then why use it at all? And I'm guilty too. I say nigga all the time, but like I shouldn't.
I try my best not to.
Yeah.
I try my best not to. Because I was told one time, because I was saying it too much, and then after, like, someone said to me, you're going to have bad luck. More and more you say that, you're going to have bad luck. And I was like, what? And I actually had some bad luck. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop saying this. It sounds childish.
Yeah.
It sounds weird. But I'm telling you something. The more and more you say it, it's a curse word. That it's like, you know, like your tongue is your wand, your words are your wand.
Yeah.
Right? The more and more you say it, the more and more you become it.
And is the thing also like the way we use it and who we use it in front of. Like sometimes I have to pull myself back, but I shouldn't have to, because like I don't want to use it around non-black people. Like I feel myself cringe when it just flies out of my mouth, because like I just so part of my vocabulary, but I'm like talking to a white person.
Nope.
Right?
Yep.
But like, if I could just pull it out of my vocabulary completely, then it won't pop out in front of white people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because then they might think they could use it on you.
That's the problem. Like when I say it, and it's happened before.
Thank you, me
where
too.
I say a nigga, and then the white person's like, they're like, me too. Like, am I supposed to punch you in the face right now, bro? Like we're friends. Like, but like you can't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm guilty of sometimes not checking the person in the time to say like, bro,
hey.
You know, when you say it, it makes me cringe because like you white, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So then you have to be fair with your own words and not use it.
Yeah. Or just check everybody.
You're going to check everybody, bro. You're going to be scrapping forever.
Yeah.
You're going to be scrapping forever, dog.
Start taking
See, that's what I'm saying.
Passes.
That's what I'm saying. Them trying to like beat it out of her right now on the internet ain't good enough. Right? If you're gonna make someone learn a lesson, you gotta make someone learn a lesson, right? And the way it is,
revert back to my clip.
something, right? But you gotta understand, dog. It's just like I think if she was a smart entertainer, she would like hold back from it.
Yeah.
She would hold really back from it. That's where you turn the character off on that part. When you're with your homies or whoever can understand you for that, use it, right? But when it comes to your entertainment side of things and you want to keep yourself good in black culture, right?
Just cut that.
You gotta cut that, girlfriend.
No, you're right. But what she needs to do is start practicing it so that if she stops using it around the man them, so that when she now pops up on a stream or whatever, it don't slip out.
Like, say my dude or whatever, you know what I mean? Instead of my nigga. Say my dude, my gal. Like, there's other words to express yourself that still keeps you cool in the culture.
Even though technically, and we'll end the session here or the segment here, I still think she has the pass, but it just is not a good look.
It's not no pass, bro.
Based off of her lineage, she does have the pass, or the passes that they've given out to other people based off their lineage. She does, technically, but it's just not a good look for her. You know what I'm saying?
So then she doesn't have a pass, my guy. It's either she could say it in your heart or she can't say it at all.
No, because I don't want to go circle back into the sharp thing. It's like his pass is there because his explanation, we've already explained for him. You know what I'm saying? We've already figured it out for him, even though he's never clarified to us which one is black, which one is white, whatever. I've never heard sharp story like that to tell me which one of his parents are black for him to be able to say nigga.
Red, you know?
Maybe, but I don't know this. I haven't heard him explain this to me. So everything that we assume about Sharp being able to say it is stuff that we're assuming.
Listen, that's America, bro. They're different, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is Canada, bro. It's different, bro. That's what Charleston White was making sense of to me, especially me. He's like, you ain't us. So stop saying. He didn't understand how she's saying it to him. He's looking at it as like, is she joking? Is she really serious right now? Like I don't see not one black person in this room but me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And if they ain't using it, why the hell is she using it right now?
Yeah.
That's the whole point. He don't give a damn if she got some big titties right now. He get that all day in the strip club. He don't give a flying F. He sees that all day in America. Yeah. And those women aren't probably saying those words to him because they know what it is out there.
It depends on where you are.
Depends on where you are.
In New York City, all them Latina chicks be my nigga.
Yeah.
And niggas smash them, wife them, and they don't care.
That's cool. That's cool because they sexy as I get it.
Right? No, being sexy doesn't give you the pass.
No.
Bro.
I'm saying it in a what would you call that? A sarcastic way,
yes,
bro.
But they're still wrong too. The New York niggas who are letting I'm not talking about Dominican or Afro-Latina chicks. I'm talking about whatever, white, Spanish, whatever, and they're just like, my nigga, they don't care. They just let them, they allow them, bro. In America, they let mad people who are not black.
Those blocks are different, bro. From our blocks. Let's be real.
No different, bro. They're still wrong, bro.
They're wrong.
I don't care what your geography is, bro. If you're not black, you can't say it.
No, you can't.
I don't care if you come from the hardest part of New York City. If you're not black, it's wrong for you to say it. And the niggas in New York are wrong for letting whatever random white guy say the shit to them.
And LA.
Just because, and LA is super wrong. They let bare Mexicans say nigga and have no problem.
That's where it gets me crazy. It gets me weirded out.
And they don't call them out, but then they'll jump on the thing and be like, "Yo, why are you saying it?" Nah, you all can't be picking and choosing.
But homie, they calling it out. They calling it out because in that Cholo culture, they be like, you trying to act black. Once you start using that word and you're Hispanic or like whatever, you acting black.
Well,
right? And what is acting black?
Yeah.
All right,
that's
a whole other thing. So they getting backlash on that shit, and that's why they calling out this girl right now and give her some. You got to give her some internet ass whoopings because it's just like Nick, you ain't gonna just get off just calling no.
And we're gonna have to start examining Latino culture or the Latino people and start picking and figuring out who can say nigga and who can't.
Yeah,
right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because the Dominicans, they don't believe they're black anyway.
So then you can't say nigga then.
We don't need them. And then after the next ones, the Mexicans, they're the Aztecs, whatever they were, around.
You can't say nigga neither.
You can't say nigga neither. Because you hate us too.
Yeah.
You go down to Mexico and them places, they don't like niggas like that.
Or you're not gonna fill that out black on your form or whatever. You're not gonna put black. You're gonna put other, or you might put white.
Yep. Because you pass.
Right? So if you can choose another box on the thing, you can't say nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start revoking people's nigga passes, bro.
Okay, that's a good idea.
And then we're a pretty big platform, and I'm sure some of the people we spoke about earlier are gonna hear this.
Yeah.
You can't say nigga no more. I'm sorry.
All right.
You're my friend and shit like that. It's over.
Yeah, but you can't say
dead.
it. You can't say it. And what else? So Chromazz can't say it, man.
Well, if it's her, well,
no.
She got like,
stand on
it. Listen, bro. She explained in the clip that y'all can go back and check. I advise you to do. Her grandmother's black.
Don't care. She got to prove it then.
Bruh. Anyhow, let's move on, man. No, because you don't want her to say it, but you want the old school niggas to say it.
I'm not saying that I want the old school niggas to say it. I don't care. Like, technically, I don't care for them. You know what I mean? It's about today. It's about today, what's going on now. It's what the little girls are seeing now. It's what the men are portraying now.
We've cultivated that because she's seen a bunch of non-black people that we've given the pass to. Us, you and I, and a bunch of people our age have given the pass to a bunch of people. Yeah. And now we're going to tell her that she can't say it when we let all these other people who are not black say it for years.
Because that's to show you people weren't listening all the way through to their music yet. They're not as popular as this girl right now, dog.
Well, still, fam, we should have never gave them the pass for her to feel comfortable to do it.
So that's so what you're saying is then we got to go back and cancel them like how they go back and they're canceling.
Cancel them. Just saying moving forward, they can't say it.
They can't say it, and I stand on that too.
Then we can't. So then we can now call out Chromazz if we want to, because we told everybody else they can't say it neither, bro.
They can't say it, dog.
You know what I'm saying? That's what my point is. Don't just pick on Chromazz. Recognize and be self-aware of the shit that we let pass. That's what I'm just saying.
But it's the way she reacted. That's what
her reaction was trash.
Okay, that's what everybody is on.
Yes.
Because you had the chance again to be like, yo, my grandmother's this. Who cares if you don't want to say it online? You have to, or else you're gonna forever have this problem, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Like I can't see a mixed kid being like, yo, trying to prove, like, even if he had straight hair as hell, and he's like, we all see his mom's white, but he's like, no, my dad is black. Hold on, that's the guy that keeps walking in here at night. Like, you know what I mean? Sooner or later, we're gonna catch that and be like, okay, it is his dad. His dad is black. You have to prove it, bro.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, that's the whole thing, man. Let's move on, though, man. Salute to Chromazz, man. This police are bringing back choppers over here. Let's go local for a quick second.
Okay.
Police are bringing back the choppers. Remember once upon a time we used to have the helicopter in Toronto?
Yeah.
They got rid of that, I think, maybe 10 years ago now, because it was costing like $2 million a year or something like that to keep it in the sky.
Yeah.
Now they're bringing it back. And I guess with the crime rate and everything that we have going on.
Details today about a new helicopter that will soon be available to Toronto Police Service. Chris Glover joins us now from Downsview Airport. So Chris, tell us about this new eye in the sky.
Well, so as you just reported, Toronto is getting one of 5 new helicopters that are coming to the province of Ontario. And the Solicitor General started the press conference today saying you might be surprised that a city the size of Toronto doesn't actually have a dedicated helicopter at this point. That is set to change. And let's show you through the eyes of Constable Ramsey here what we do have at the moment. We have these drones that operate in the city right now, and they are certainly helpful, able to go and offer air support.
Yo, hold on. Did you know that they had those?
I seen one.
Yo, that's just make my heart jump just now, bro. I did not know that these guys had drones flying around right now. I want to get to the money part.
Service the entire province. So obviously getting more of them is hugely important according to the police agencies that were here today. The chief of Toronto's police force, Myron Demkew, was here today saying that this arrangement that they've...
Policing our great city is complex and it is always dynamic. The new GTA Air Support Unit will benefit Toronto residents at no cost to the city. The Air Support Unit adds a dynamic new tool for the Toronto Police to be able to respond to various circumstances that are often dangerous and very unpredictable. I think about high-speed pursuits, dynamic gun calls, large crowd management, and missing vulnerable persons.
Okay.
Whoa.
They're going to have, like, I think it's going to cost a little bit, like under $2 million to get the 5 choppers, like for the cost of the choppers. I don't know exactly how much it's going to cost for them to run them per year and stuff like that, gas and all type of shit. But they're going to have 5 of them. And back in the days, they only had like 1, bro.
Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen when they have 5 choppers rolling around now, bro?
Nah, like it's not going to be extreme. I just think like, let's say a big accident happened on the highway, right? And it's a backup of like 30 cars. With the paramedic team, they fly in to get people out, but they can also now fly in and help. You know what I mean? They could actually be there before the paramedics. You know what I'm saying? And that will help things like that.
What about the crime?
Yeah.
Man's go bang, hit somebody. Now they're running through an alley. They're trying to get away, and then before they can hear the sirens, you start hearing.
But then that means that would mean then like you're having like landing ports on buildings and stuff, and you could just take off from anywhere.
I'm sure they're gonna have those.
Yeah, I could see that, but it would have to be from like hospitals because that is still airspace.
I'm just saying once they have those in play,
yeah,
you ain't getting like. a lot of guys ain't gonna be getting away with a lot more shootings in this city, bro. If they're on the run, and like let's say there's a police chase with cars chasing them,
that's when it comes into play,
right?
Yeah,
you're getting away because you can't go past a certain speed. The police have to just say, okay, we can't do this, right? Especially if you're in like a foreign, you're out of here. Next thing you hear,
right behind you.
I was out of here.
Yeah, they're like literally right behind you.
They're right behind you, bro.
Right beside you.
Yeah. Or at least can give the police more communication of where to cut you off from.
Okay.
Bro, it's going to get sticky for crime if these guys really stay on this. And they said it's no money to the taxpayers.
Which is a plus. That means they got a private investor.
Bro, they're about to crack down.
Someone gave them some money, eh?
Yeah, if it's no cost to the taxpayer, we're like, all right, cool. Keep the choppers going. It's not raising my taxes. It's not raising anything. The gas ain't going up. Cool. Keep it going. If you're like a tax-paying citizen that wants to get rid of crime and shit like that, bro, this is a bonus. If you're a criminal, you're like, oh, shit.
They'll figure out a way.
You're going to have to. Niggas in L.A. have been
ducking that shit for years.
What do they call them over there? The ghetto birds or something like that?
The eye in the sky.
Yeah. We've been spoiled, to be honest, when you really think about it. Because the fact that we haven't had a chopper, they tried it. People didn't want to pay for that shit. And now they're like, don't worry, somebody got this for us.
Yep.
They got 5 of them for us. Not us, them.
Yeah.
Okay, because I know they'd be trying to say that Friday's the police.
Oh my gosh. They're far from it, guys. Far from it. I don't trust me. I'll let you guys know if you He's far from it, brother.
Oh man. So look out for the choppers in the sky just now coming to a hood near you.
Oh my gosh.
I got one more for us right here.
Let's go.
Are you ready for the robots, broski? Are
instead
you
of a robot
ready?
With wheels. And we've made a lot of progress with Optimus. And
Optimus
as you
Prime.
can see, we started with someone in a robot suit, sort of down, and then we've.
Hold on, let me stop this for a second. Does it not look like people in robot suits?
Yeah, it does.
Dramatically, year after year.
It's about to go down.
So if you extrapolate this,
imagine having to fight all of them.
Spectacular. Something that anyone could own.
Nope. I'll pass.
So you can have, so it can.
Oh no, I wouldn't want this guy babysitting my kids.
BPO. But fundamentally, at scale, the Optimus robot.
Pick up your mail?
To buy an Optimus robot.
Water the plants?
For, I think, probably $20,000 to $30,000 long term. So, and what
Hey,
can it do?
it can play with you too.
It'll basically do anything you want. So it can be a teacher, babysit your kids. It can walk your dog, mow your lawn, get the groceries, just be your friend, serve drinks.
That's cool.
Whatever you can think
No, that's not cool.
of.
No.
It will do.
No.
And yeah, it's going to be awesome.
You wouldn't want to go to a party and the robot serving us a drink, dog? I wouldn't mind, dog.
It's a slippery slope.
But if he
biggest
turns on
product
you, yeah.
Ever of any kind.
You give a man a box.
Bro. Okay, I'm going to stop the video there. So they're coming. Elon's making the Optimus, the robots. All right. He's also making the cab. He's making the Tesla cab.
Yep.
But the robots, you're saying you're good with the robot.
No, I'm not.
Because they're saying like the robot can help you take care of your kids, bro.
I was already in my head like, I don't trust no robot taking care of my kid. Much less
Or no, he
anybody.
said he could teach your kids.
Tutor?
No, because it has all of the information. Remember, this is AI. We're in the world of AI. So these robots, and there was a movie that I was watching on Netflix the other day.
iRobot?
No, it was a doll, a movie with the Common Gang. Help me if y'all remember the movie I'm talking about. I'll give you the premise quick fast. This woman took her niece in because the niece's parents died in a car accident. Okay, and the woman, it was like a toy developer.
I think, yeah.
And she gave the kid a doll.
Yeah.
That worked off of AI, and the doll synced to the kid.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, the doll was teaching the kid.
Yep.
Doing all types of, you know what I'm talking about, right?
The
A blonde
movie
doll.
you're talking about.
Right?
Yeah. And then after there was a switch up.
And the doll just switched at one point and started murking people,
shit.
bro.
Yeah, man, I know about that.
And every time she would try to turn off the aunt would try to turn off the doll, she'd be like, yo, like they're having a conversation at the table, having a, trying to reprimand the niece for something bad she did.
Yep.
And then the doll would start cutting in like, statistically, this,
Yep.
And then the aunt would be like, yo, listen, turn off.
Yep.
We're trying to talk right here. And then the doll would just turn back on, like, actually.
Yep.
And then it started becoming a problem. They tried to turn it off the doll over and over again, and the doll kept on turning back on.
So they had to break it down.
They had to kill the thing, bro.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
Right?
I remember this movie.
I'm sorry for anybody who, spoiler alert, right?
We just don't know the name.
I don't know the name of the movie, but it was exactly what Elon is providing you and the description. Dog. I wish I could remember the damn movie. It was a movie, right?
Yeah.
The description that was being given in this movie of the benefits of this doll is almost verbatim what Elon is saying in this thing here, bro.
Brother. Would it be cool though if you were at a party and they flipping robot come on serve you your drink? Yes. But for it to be in my home, dog,
while you're sleeping, my nigga.
No. It's like I can fill in for you with your gal.
No.
Like,
give my girl robot AIDS, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but you get what I mean? Like, I'm feeling like it would start to think like I'd come to the door and then they'd be like, what are you doing here? You don't live here no more.
Or, if you're like a cheating ass nigga, right? Which none of us are, but like if you're a cheating ass nigga and you bring in the side thing, and you have multiple girls, and then the robot starts ratting you out.
Start talking,
right? One's name is Mary, the other one's name is Clara, and then the doll starts mixing up names. Hey, Clara.
But I thought you were AI.
It's like,
yo, you need to go.
Yeah, it's shitty AI. You gotta learn my side bitches, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'd be throwing him off the balcony wherever we are.
Get the name straight, nigga.
Yeah,
what you doing, bro? You blowing up the spot.
Yeah, he'd be like, well, statistically, you shouldn't be. And bumper ass. Just pick him up.
How many girls did you have here this week, sir?
While Mary's there.
Right? Like the robot can start doing its own thing, bro. And I'm sure these robots, when people have them, whoever can afford them, because I'm sure they're gonna be hella expensive. Whoever can have them, they're gonna sync to you, just like in the show that I was talking about. So everybody's robot in their home is gonna be individual to their needs.
Yo, dog.
Like you got kids, you got a few kids in there, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna adjust to the amount of kids you have, what has to happen in your house differently than what's gonna happen in my house. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Our robots do different things.
I think if I had a robot, he'd be whooping my kids' ass because they'd be out of control, dog. He'd be like, yo, should I beat them for you? He'd be calling me up like, sure. I'd be like, what they do? He'd be like, well, one is doing this bullshit all the time. I'd be like, whoop that trick.
And the robot doesn't lose patience.
Well, this one, if it was in my house, it will. You know what I mean? I'm telling you the truth. So it's a sticky thing. If I don't think I could have one in my house, because I'd be like, yo, this guy with his optical shit that he got on, you know what I mean?
He's taking everything. It has to record everything in your house to know what to do.
All of a sudden, your life is on Twitter. That's how I'd feel. Like,
it's going to some database, that's for sure.
Yeah, like all of a sudden, you know what I mean? If you're a celeb too and you have one of those, we can see what you're doing in your yard.
Whoever has access to the database to like Elon's company,
Which is Tesla.
Right? Whoever has the access to the databases for all of the homes, because that's what's going to end up happening. Like each home, it has to be specialized or customized to each home, right?
Yeah.
So now, like you said, all the information has to be taken.
Yeah.
It all has to be stored somewhere. Somebody has access to that.
Very much so.
So we have to trust that the person who has access to the information to everything in our home, even though technically it's kind of happening already.
It is.
If we have like a Siri or something like that, we're almost there, bro.
Yeah, and I don't.
You don't use that shit, right?
No.
I don't use it neither, but like I've used like little Google thing before, but I've seen a lot of people use that Siri shit.
Yeah.
Or whatever the thing is when people come into the house.
I've been in conversations with people in their home and they have that, and I have to shut my mouth.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden you hear it, come on, please, you know what I mean? Like look for, like it's like,
yeah,
you know, lights on, lights turned off. You know, I said lights out and the lights really turned off.
Yeah, like the shit starts doing its own thing, bro.
Nah, sir. And it wasn't even my voice. It's like it's my voice. It wasn't even the owner of the house's voice. So it's listening to your conversation, bro.
It has to. It's part of its job is to listen to your conversation to be able to cater to your needs.
Now, imagine there was a banking system for this, right? Like there's people literally sitting down at cubicles and being like, that's how I go on in people's house. Like this is what they have to do for 12 hours of the day. You know what I'm saying? And then switch until they catch that big.
Well, unless Elon is programming computers to be able to keep track of the computers, there still has to be a human at some point in time that's keeping track of all this shit. And then that human has at least visible access, or maybe there's some kind of privatized thing that you can't see exactly what's going on in somebody's home if you're sitting in that office.
Yeah.
But I doubt it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're going to have to hire people that you trust that can take all of this information, personal information from people's homes and not do anything like nefarious with the information. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of trust.
No.
Unless you put it and just make computers handle the shit. But like I said, in the end of the day, there still has to be somebody who's manning the computer, bro.
Yep. Very much so.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm old too. So maybe a computer can always guard a computer and then we could just... I don't even trust that, bro. You're going to just let the computers guard the computers?
Bro, I'm telling you, these... I don't know, man.
Like, we still need human interaction. Even like what Elon is doing with all of his new projects.
Yeah.
Like the cab. That's if those cabs start becoming the norm, no more Uber.
No more Uber. But do you trust a person not driving?
We don't, because of our ages and our experiences. But moving forward in the future, you're going to have new generations who are like, that's the norm.
Yeah.
And if that becomes the norm, you've now eliminated another human job, bro. Mad human jobs. Immigrant human jobs.
Maybe that's what he's trying to do.
That's the freaking plan, bro. For like society-wise. it's bigger than us.
And then what do we have to do? Rely on them?
The computers.
So now
on Elon, who's making all this shit.
So kids, if you guys are going to school, become programmers.
Basically. Because other than that, like, if you become something like, if you're working at we're seeing it if you work at a grocery store.
Yep.
You now are just watching the automatic teller shit to make sure if anybody needs assistance, because we don't need as much tellers.
No.
Right?
No.
So if we need less tellers,
then
the only other job that somebody can do in there is watch the people who are trying to use the automatic tellers. Once now we get rid of our old asses who need help, and it's just the new generation who don't need no assistance, then what do we need little shorty there standing there for?
They have a robot.
Even quicker. We don't even have to wait for our generation to get out of phase out our generation. We could put a robot there now. Shorty's job's gone. That little teenager that's watching to make sure, oh yeah, okay, you got to put in this code. Like when you want to put some vegetables on the thing, she pops up and helps you with the vegetables.
Yeah,
get her out of here. Put a robot there.
Yeah. Do you but do you think you could fight one of these things?
No.
You sure?
Bro, you're telling me you're going to fight metal and friggin', I don't know what kind of titanium they're trying to probably build these things out of?
I would have to see one. I think they're built cheap. I think it's that you see like their body piece right there? That's plastic, dog. You take two sledgehammer to that.
Bro, you're telling me you're going to build these big ass robots. Look how tall this is next to this guy.
Yeah.
And make them with cheap materials? Nah, B, you're going to make them with some materials that are going to last.
Like if
water resistant.
If he was to fall down the stairs. Like,
yes, all type of thing, bro. You want to make sure that if you sell somebody this for like 30 racks, that it lasts forever. And if that's what it's made out of and it runs up on you, bro, it's going to squash you into the wall, bro. Not to get graphic, but that's the type of... Bro, look how tall this thing is. It's like 6'5".
She said it would do a roundhouse on you and just knock you out.
Boom. Bro, it can take into AI, can could figure out what kung fu is.
Oh my God! And then you're done.
In like 2 seconds, bro, and then hit you with bare roundhouses. And then if you go down on the ground, then it could download how to do jujitsu.
Yeah.
And then freaking choke you, bro.
Choke you out.
Yes, bro. It's using AI. We're not programming these things anymore, bro. It just learns on its own. So if it gets into a fight with somebody who knows martial arts, it can track what the martial arts is. Bro, they're making glasses to these 2 kids.
I know. I seen that.
Right? So now if that starts becoming a thing where we can analyze stuff, imagine if we can have that power in our hands, what the robots can do.
That's wild, bro.
We're actually creating something that can kill us in the future, bro. Like literally like those movies where like the robots end up taking over.
iRobot.
What's the date today? Where we're filming this? The 12th?
Mm-hmm.
While we might be realizing us right now while we're doing this pod that this might be the end of the world. I don't want to get really Debbie Downer, but like, bro, once we start having robots as the norm, we out of here, bro.
I hear you, but that's all. Oh man, you have to.
They can teach your kids. Why you need a teacher?
And yo, I don't think a kid's gonna mess with a robot, bro.
Bro, the kid's probably scared, fam. The things, if it's 6 foot tall and it's taller than us, imagine you're a little youth, bro. You're looking at this big metal thing, bro. You're not gonna talk back to that, bro.
Holy, because one
talking back doesn't even make sense. It's a robot.
Yo, imagine getting boxed by a robot, bro.
And if the robot boxes your kid and you want to fend it, yeah, right. Imagine that. The robot slaps one of your kids. And if a robot slaps one of your kids with a titanium ham, your kid's injured.
Yeah.
And now you're like, what? You trying to hit my kid?
Nah,
yo, bro, you're getting choked out right after you try to defend your youth, bro.
Dog, sledgehammer to that thing,
you
fam.
better. And that sledgehammer, they better make it weak enough that sledgehammer breaks it.
Yeah.
Because if it don't break it, then you done got the robot mad.
Sledgehammer up.
Or you break it, you hit it with a sledgehammer, it breaks, but it doesn't go off. Now you're dead.
Choking him out with the fucking end of it.
You bet. I hope so. Because now you got that bitch, you know, in the movies with the broken robot and it's chasing you. Now you got one of those.
Oh, lid. It's like boom, boom. Oh my God.
Right?
That's a nightmare, dog.
Those are even worse. The broken robot.
Man, see you with a black guy, 2 black guys looking like a raccoon. They'll be like, what happened?
Me and the robot, bro.
I got beat up by my robot, dog. He kicked me out the house.
The robot slapped my kid and I tried to defend it and he beat my ass.
And told me to get out the house. I can't go back.
Yeah. We live here now, nigga. Go find another crib.
Yo, your wife has to come home and be his woman.
That's my bitch now. Get out.
I could treat her better than you.
You know what I'm saying? I can download everything in my mind of what she needs and do that.
And you're gone. What? This robot still breaking up happy homes, all types of shit.
That's what I'm saying,
Get this
bro.
piece of junk out of here, bro.
I don't want nothing making no drinks for me that ain't a human, bro.
Yo, because then after you program it to kill people.
They have to have a fail-safe for that. Like, don't do that. Like, cannot do
unalive anybody.
Right?
Like, I feel you, but like, no. I can make you
winks at you.
I can make you put something in somebody's drink. I could program it for you to pick up that thing that's already has it in it, and then boom, 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 and now you got a robot coming back bringing you a drink. You think it's safe?
If you can afford it, because you got to remember the people who are going to be able to get this right now, are probably the ultra rich.
I want to see the first rapper with it.
Doing a music video.
I want to see who's the first rapper with that thing walking around with them as bodyguards.
Apparently they could dance too.
I want to know if they can bodyguard.
Watch it.
He's doing a robot.
Yeah, so the sign language.
Look at the fluid movements.
How's it going, man?
I think I could beat it up.
Enjoying the party?
What do you think of the new Cybercab?
Cybercab looks amazing.
I know.
Bro, look at the way it and it has hand gestures.
Amazing. So then he could just grab you.
Bro, look at those hands. You're telling me you're beating that thing? Look at the hands.
I know, dog, but I'm fighting.
We got to fight for our life, but
Yeah,
bro,
fight.
I might be a fight you can't win.
Yo, fam, I'm hitting it in the nuts. Yo,
bro,
I'm
see?
kicking him in his nuts. Look at that, bro.
There you go. Make your drinks for you. Go. Right until the owner of the club says, "Yeah, put something in this one."
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it. Little video. Hey.
Yo, bro, the way
The
it's
man
talking,
said he wants a photo.
No, but the way it's talking, it's not talking like,
Robot.
"Hey, would you like a photo?" They're like, "Hey, you want a photo?"
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, bro, what's going on, man? Yo, bro, this is scary. Okay, let's get off of this.
Wow.
This is getting too creepy for me, bro.
That is creepy, bro.
Oh, okay. I got no more topics, man. You have anything you want to talk about before we get out of here?
We good,
We're
man.
good to go.
You know how we do, man. You know how we do, man.
Oh, my
That was
skin
crazy.
is crawling.
I know.
bro.
I really took it in the last piece. I was like, I don't know if I'm really that gonna be too cool. Me seeing a bartender.
Yeah, and before just to get off
Can
of
they
this,
catch me stealing?
yes, bro. It does. You don't even need a camera. It can the body heat, probably sense your body heat going up and all that, and be like, this person's stealing over there.
Oh my God. Huh.
Add that with the choppers. Oh, we are out of here. Not us, but like the criminals. They're
they're done.
Here. Let's get out of here, though, man.
No.
We love hip hop.